This is the Mancow Morning Show podcast. Listen to the show live weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on 97.9 The Loop.
Chip Z'nuff is here from Blue Island.
How about Chip Z'nuff from Enough Snuff, you jack off?
I want to...
Proper introduction.
Yeah, stop it. 5:22. I'm not even supposed to be on right now, but your mom's funeral was yesterday.
Yeah, we buried her yesterday.
And I'm going to play a song for you.
Thank you.
The next time there's a funeral in your family, is there a chance you could make it a little more convenient?
Sure I can.
It was the gauntlet getting out there. Was that unbelievable? It was, what a drive.
It was crazy.
Is that the drive? How the hell did you get out of Blue Island? It was like...
Listen, a beautiful church there.
The road goes crooked and crooked. I took a left, and then there's a 7-Eleven, and up there's the Italian joint.
Yeah, you can get a lot of pot right across
Look
the
at
street.
Gaetano's. You'll see Bella. Get out. Talk to Bella. He'll tell you where to find Chip's funeral. Chip's mom's funeral. There was a bunch of fans there. Did it bother you that there was fans?
No, it didn't. I thought it was very sweet.
I would hate that.
I was touched.
My mom is still alive. If I had a bunch of Luke
What if
listeners,
something happened to you?
Were they paying respect to your mother,
or
were they hailing you?
I mean, they're people that don't know him.
Yeah.
They go to his mom's funeral. There was a bunch of fans at his mom's funeral.
Well, when you die, the'll be fans there, I'm sure.
There's tons of them. There's be a bunch of jack-offs out there just like him.
Hey, wait a minute. I got a song I'm going to play for your mom coming up.
Thank you.
You know, we just played Foreigner. It's amazing the songs that get forgotten. I wonder if you remember this one.
Okay.
Made myself a prisoner. I locked myself away. Can't remember the last time I saw the light of day. Don't want to face life. Feel like
524 at the Loop. I'm the Mancow. Any idea? Do you know it yet?
That's Foreigner. I know that much.
Thank you.
where our love went astray. So can you wait?
Hey, Chip.
It's a cow.
Your mom's funeral yesterday.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
I came here out of respect.
Out of respect to who? Not to me.
Yeah, to you. One of the greatest of all time.
Well, listen.
I love sharing the stage with you.
I called you just to, yeah.
Dull forms of ass.
It really did. But I called you just to check in on you, and I thought, well, you know, I said you're welcome to come by, but I didn't expect you to come by today.
Yeah, I had a
You
bunch
must be exhausted.
I am exhausted. It's been a long, a few days, 3-4 days of nothing but crying and being upset, and I feel better now about everything.
So are you here to get your mind off everything, and you're going to be up anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be up anyway.
Because you're grieving and
That's it.
restless, and
Yep.
and boy, the emotions you're going to go through.
Yeah. I could imagine.
Brother, I want to tell you, I lost my dad. I know your dad's still alive. My mom's still alive. It's rare. You know, that's rare, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
You always lose your dad first. You know why men die first?
No, I don't.
They want to. Married guys, they die on the golf course, perfectly manicured.
Yeah.
That's why men drop dead on the golf course. They want to.
That makes sense.
You're married again for the third time. You get it.
Correct.
You get it. Why were you so protective of the last girlfriend, but now this wife? You were her shadow. You were really weird around that last one.
Think so?
And then you dumped her, and then you're on this girl. You're married her, and you don't even care.
Maybe
You give her so much freedom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I see the hot girl that I had phone sex with a couple of times before you got married. I hope that's not cheating.
No, it's not.
And I'm a fan, and she's a Vegas showgirl, and she used to be with Marilyn Manson and others.
Kate Catalina.
Kate Catalina. Where am I going with this? And then I sat in the car with you, and she has just a list of demands. And you see this beautiful girl, and you think, wow, man, God, I would love to. He's so lucky. And then I'm sitting in the car with you, and I'm going to do this, and I got that. We need this, and we need to buy that, and we need to... And I'm thinking, it's just like my wife.
Yeah.
And I got it. And then we're going to go, and you're just sitting there going, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going to do that, too.
Yeah, her pipes are like...
If only we had the money! My wife does not say no about anything.
No.
We Christmas just ended. And the kids are like, we want hoverboards. Okay. They're $500 each. My wife's like, okay.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to get them hoverboards. My daughter's like, I want a horse. My wife, okay. And then they look at me. And my mom did the same thing to my dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's really amazing. It's really amazing. You know, and I think about, like, I would come home with an F on my report card, a failure, and my dad would go, "You're grounded. You're going to your room." And my dad would go to work. My mom would go play. My dad would say, "You're sitting around watching TV all the time. Look at you. Go run around. Move. Get off the freaking couch." My dad would go to work. My mom would turn on the TV. Gilligan's Island's on. Enjoy it. I mean, it's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
So I just, as hot as your showgirl wife is, still alive.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is I'm going to be sleeping with the fishes real soon.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is your mom's funeral yesterday, and, I thought it was weird that Chip Z'nuff and Enough's Enough band fans came to your mom's funeral, but you don't seem to, it doesn't seem to bother you.
No, my mom was an extraordinary person. I was really grateful everybody took time out to come and share.
Yeah.
It was a celebration of her life. And
by the way, the people around here that didn't go have never lost anybody, because I didn't get it until my dad died.
Absolutely.
So these people all have their parents. So they're like, she's dead. I'm just telling you. It's like, you don't understand what it means. You don't go for the person that passed. You go for you. And it means something for people to show up, right? Kathy, your dad died. You wanted, it meant, you'll never forget, brother, the people that showed up, you'll never forget.
Oh, absolutely. No. It makes a big difference.
So, the people around here, I don't, Chip comes into the show, I don't know him that well. Well, when you lose your mom and dad, you lose one of them, you'll understand what it means to go to the funeral. So, anyway, I can't believe you're here. I hope we can take your mind off of it. What have you learned from this?
I learned
how short life is.
Absolutely, and not to take anything for granted. My mother was 77 years old, and she used to work for Carson Perry Scott, and she worked for Marshall Fields, top saleswoman. I've seen the letters from Chanel and Halston and John Travolta, and even when she hung out with the guys in Poison, and Bret Michaels said, "Your mother's an extraordinary woman.
Yeah.
Be grateful you have her around." And now that she's not here, I just hold those memories.
She lives on through you, brother.
She's still in my family.
Yeah. What's her name?
Jerry.
Jerry? Jerri?
Jerri.
Geraldine was her full name?
Beverly, but she went by Jerry.
I called her Jeff. I had it wrong all those years. Can I dedicate this show to her today?
Oh, God bless you. Thank you.
All right, let's take some calls here. I want to say hi to some folks. Let's say hi to who do we got here? What is it's the Algonquin line? Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hey.
Rosanna. I love your show.
Hi, Rosanna.
Hi.
What do you got planned for today?
Work and school.
Yeah, me too. What do you want to be? What are you learning to do?
I'm actually going to cosmetology school.
Oh, good. Well, come over and give Chip a makeover, because he looks like Penny Marshall. You probably don't know who that is, but it was Laverne from a show called Laverne and Shirley. He needs a full makeover.
Okay.
We need to flip his wig. We need to get his makeup dialed in. Someone asked me if you're and I'm not to be light here, but someone said, did Chip wear the big glasses and the silly hat and the rock and the scarves and the 70s loungewear suit? Did he wear that to his mom's funeral?
Yeah, of course. That's how Mom knows Chip. Okay, hat, shades.
I said Chippy Poo did wear exactly that. So anyway, this kid needs a makeover. You don't need a degree. You hear me?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I like her pipes.
You like her pipes?
What are you wearing right now?
What is she wearing right now?
Red and khaki. I work at Target.
Hey, Cheese, come in here. You work at Target?
Yeah.
Can you get us a deal? Come on in here. I had a very scary thing happen at Target on December 24th.
Please share.
I went in and bought a bunch of stuff and went home and left most of it at the store.
Why?
A lot.
Does that happen often?
It does.
Oh, my God. I felt like, do I have Alzheimer's? Do I have dementia? What's going on?
They probably didn't hand it to you.
Well, hold on a second.
There's a new app to Target, by the way, Cal.
Catching Fire the right answer?
There's so many names, but
No. Okay,
No.
I gotta know before I ask her. Hi, yeah, what do you think the answer is?
Hunger Games Catching Fire.
Catching Fire, no, ma'am. I'm sorry. Let's go to Bill. Bill, hello. Bill. Oh, we want to go to Ronnie instead. Hi, Ronnie. I'm sorry. Hi, Ronnie.
Hey, man, Cal, love your show. First time caller.
6 o'clock now. If you have to be somewhere, okay. If you had to be somewhere at 6, you're late. Okay. Did you ever hear that on the radio when you were a kid? It's 6 o'clock. If you had to be somewhere, you're late. Hi. What do you got planned for today, Ronnie?
I'm driving to work right now. I'll be hanging out at O'Hare for most of the day. That's where I do most of my work.
You work at O'Hare?
Well, no, I don't. I work for a company that does a lot of business with American Airlines.
Oh, okay.
I'll be with all those.
You know, American's not my favorite, and I want to tell you, anytime I'm booked on who? What's not Delta. Delta's great now.
Yeah, I love Delta.
Delta. Oh,
It's
Delta,
awesome.
brother. I don't know what they did. God, I'm telling you, I sat on the plane and I went, and this is not something I do, but I sat on the plane and it was fantastic. I went, wow, they were giving their stock away. And I went, man, everything is really good here. I bet this company's going to do great. I would have made so much money. I remember thinking, wow. I bet Delta's going to, and they have come back. Delta and Southwest is great. Yeah. I want to tell you.
Are you coming around on that Southwest?
Yeah. If you fly United, you know, every single time you're going to be delayed, or it's going to be you're going to
lose your luggage.
You're going to be
and then you pay $75.
You're going to be a day. You're going to be a day off, and we've talked about this. And I don't know what the culture is, and you know, Chicago, United, long history together. I don't know what it is about that culture of that company, but they must just be bastards.
Yeah, really.
No, because everybody at United is miserable.
They are.
They don't care that you're miserable.
Nope.
They don't care if you complain, because the people you complain to don't care.
Right.
It must be just a culture of just awful.
Right.
Honestly, I mean, Southwest people, they're not that. No one working for these airlines, they're not that nice. You know, but United doesn't even try.
Not at all.
Here's your bag, bastard.
The people that work there look like they just rolled out of bed.
Oh,
like
no,
they don't care, sleep in their eyes.
Can someone call me and tell me?
Yeah,
I've never done this.
Why is it so bad?
Why is everybody at United so freaking miserable? What is it about that company that you hate it? And why don't you go work for Delta?
Delta's awesome. And I love Virgin, too.
I do, too.
Yep.
I've never flown Virgin. Can you believe that?
On a loop.
I've never. Oh, Tim Virgin, yes. Fly Virgin. That drunk. Well, have fun out at the airport, brother. So talk to me.
Okay, my mystery movie guest is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
No, sir. But it was sure good talking to you. Sam, hello. What do you think?
Love you show. I think it's The Watchmen.
The Watchmen. Did you like that movie?
It was all right.
God, that comic book was so great. Excuse me. I'm an adult man. I'm 27 years old. It's a graphic novel. Yeah. What do you read? You know, my dad, what do you read in there? What is it, your comic book? You're 18 years old. It's a graphic novel, Dad. Stupid. A lot of hatred towards our friend Johnny Vincent, the singer.
Yeah.
Who was it that said he's all ego? He was singing at the Northwestern game yesterday.
Yeah, I guess Tony Kornheiser was either at the game or watching the game, and so maybe he's going to make PTI tonight.
We are going to let him defend himself. We're going to call him next year live on the Mancow.
Mancow on 97.9 The Loop.
Party Patrol, Party Patrol, Party Patrol, Party Patrol, Party Patrol, Party Patrol.
And now, Mancow presents all the celebrity news and gossip you could handle. It's the Party Patrol with Leslie Anderson on 97.9 The Loop.
Party Patrol, Party Patrol.
Bleach my backside and call me Billy Dag. Breeder Mark Zuckerberg is building a robot to cook, clean, and take care of his kid. I miss the good old days when we'd call that a wife. This is Leslie Anderson. Back to my big bear, the Mancow.
That's me. That sounds good to me today. I'm the Mancow. It is 6:22 at the Loop. Craptacular Thursday. I am very excited about the program today. We got to call Johnny Vincent in about 8 minutes.
Okay.
So we'll call him in 8 minutes. Controversial. Were you able to find the audio?
I'm still looking.
Okay. Fred Dreyer's going to be here.
Hunter.
Do we have that music in? Hunter. The Hunter theme song. And while you're at it, play the Sledgehammer theme song.
And his Rams might be going back to L.A.
And I'm not talking about Peter Gabriel. I'm talking about the TV show Sledgehammer,
right,
which nobody listening would remember.
Yes, ended with an apocalypse.
Hey, dude. Hunter was a cool show, dude. The Bears' Brian Urlacher coming up. Did he screw it up? People were pissed. Did he screw it up or did he do a great job? I'm going to stick up for him. Johnny Vincent coming up. Tim Blake Nelson, the star of, the weird-looking guy that shared the lead with George Clooney and Oh Brother. He's been in tons of stuff.
Not the Totoro, not the other one.
Right, the goofy-looking guy. He's been in tons of movies.
Totoro's goofy, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's the other goofy-looking guy. Anyway, Tim Blake Nelson's going to be here. Rocco DeSpirito is going to join us.
Oh, there's the Hunter music there. There we go. It's so 80s, isn't it? This is the Mike Post.
Mike Post.
Yeah.
Mike Post. This is one of my favorite
I
things.
love Sledgehammer.
Abe, you're too young to remember. Sledgehammer was a TV show. Oh. It was a parody of the Clint Eastwood movies. And the guy was literally, not figuratively, you know the difference?
Yes.
Literally in love with his gun. And he would talk to it like it was his girlfriend, and he had a special pillow for his gun. And he would, good night, baby. Yeah. And he just lived to kill bad guys. Couldn't get away with that now. Obama would see the show and cry. By the way, if you're keeping track, Benghazi, nothing. American soldiers, nothing. Economy, nothing. But guns.
Well, guns because
the Second Amendment.
The Second
Amendment that makes Obama cry. And again, more regulations and more laws for who? For who? For law-abiding American citizens. And all this. Oh, it doesn't happen in other parts of the world. He says. Really? Did nobody see Paris? And where there are the most gun laws, there's the most death. And this doesn't happen in other countries. Yes, it does. How about in other countries where they throw homosexuals off buildings and kill them? How about in other countries where they cover women and oh, by the way, I found out this is another delightful thing from the religion of peace, Islam. The guy that gets it, kind of like Greece a little bit, although they don't kill him. The guy that gets it, he's gay in the eyes of Islam. He's gay. He's not masculine. But the old guy that's nailing the 15-year-old boy, he's fine because he's giving it to he's a man. He's giving it to the 15-year-old boy. This is the way these maniacs think. So all this America, this whole attitude this president of ours has is sickening. Is DS Arms coming over? We got that guy on?
Yeah.
Do you know now if you have a gun and you want to give it to your son or you want to sell it to a neighbor or something, one gun, you have to get a dealer's license? It's just more red tape, guys. I mean, haven't we all live in Chicago. Haven't we learned what government does, what red tape does? It makes everything tough. It doesn't change anything. We have more laws in Chicago than any other place on guns. What has it done? The people are going to kill. The gangbangers don't care. They're not going to care when there's 10 more laws. It just makes it tougher for you and me. And when it comes down to it, it's always about one thing, money and power. Hey, Nicolas Cage is having a birthday today. You know, he overacts, but he doesn't overmanage his money.
I saw The Passion of the Christ with him. He was in the same theater.
That was Jim Caviezel.
Huh. No, he was in the theater with me.
Oh, wow, okay. I thought you saw bootleg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I saw.
At the end, everyone's like, "That's Nicolas Cage."
You know who I saw? You know who I saw The Passion of the Christ with?
Who?
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, he's always with me. But no, Mel Gibson.
Wow.
Damn.
That was more impressive story like 10 years ago.
I know. I saw all the Jewish.
Did you find that
all of Highland Park just turned off my show.
Yeah, really.
I know Bill Cosby.
And then,
yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, that used to be cool when you knew Bill Cosby.
Exactly.
Uncle Billy called him.
Did you saw that picture of you sitting on his lap?
Yeah, we still don't know if your mom hit that, right?
Yeah, God,
anyway,
do you
yes.
find that those really masculine men gravitate towards you? Because you carry yourself very well.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Oh, brother, you are going to love Richard Pryor's wife coming up on the show today. You are going to love Richard Pryor's wife and what she has to say about Bill Cosby. Because, you know, Richard was the bad guy. He was dirty. He was a bad guy.
Sure.
And guys like Cosby.
Was Mr. Clean Cut.
These holier than thou people. By the way, the anti-gay guys, the two really anti-gay guys I knew.
Yeah, they're probably gay.
They're gay.
Yeah.
Those football players that are smacking ass and playing with each other, and they're getting the towels and
Right.
Hey, you're one of those drama homos, right? You're a homo, you know. I did theater, I smoked weed, and I played football.
You were like Ferris Bueller.
I was. Thank you. I hung out with every group. I did. And what are you doing hanging out in theater? Really, because all the hot little theater girls, all you have to, you want to get an actress in bed. I don't care if it's Jennifer Aniston with her big fat Greek ass.
Oh, she got a fat ass.
Okay, or Cuba Gooding Jr. Okay, I don't care who it is. Okay, this is what you don't become an actor and actress unless you have identity issues, you have self issues, you have self-worth issues. So you just say to an actress, "You're not ugly." Boom, they're on their back.
Wow.
Nice. I was having so much sex in high school. All these football players were like flexing and playing with each other. And they look, I got big wheels for my truck. Yeah. And they're wearing their hat backwards.
Well, you're a real badass. You're not one of those fake badasses.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, brother. I
like
appreciate
I said,
that.
You carry yourself well.
Appreciate that. But my point is, what?
Nothing.
My point is, I know what my point is now, because what did he just say? God, it's like having Benson in the studio here. What the hell? Some black guy muttered under his breath at me. What the hell are you saying? I'm the Mancow. We are live. This is The Loop, the greatest rock and roll radio station on earth, period.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to go to Louie. Louie, hello.
Hi, love your show. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi.
The movie, is it Divergent?
No, sir. Thank you.
Oh, it was a great movie,
I appreciate
though.
your call. Let's go to Tony. Hello.
What's up, American Badass Mancow? Love you, love the crew.
Thank you, man.
Love you,
Yeah.
too.
Even Mac Daddy Al there. Sounds like he's having a good time. I'm glad to hear that, man.
Now, is he Daddy Mac or Mac Daddy? I can't decide,
Mac
but I do know
Daddy.
Chris Cross is going to make him jump. What's
That's
up?
exactly right.
Hey, Mancow, I usually call up, bust and chip about the anthology, but I just want to call up and, wish my condolences to him and his family. And I just want to say, he's, that's strength, that's confidence. I mean, that's like balls of steel to come in today, and because I'd be rolled up like a ball if it was one of my parents, so God bless him and his family.
No, see, he hated his mom, and that's no. I'm kidding. No, he's here because he's going to be up anyway, and at least here he can take his mind off of his mom.
Absolutely.
And we dedicate the show to your mother.
I appreciate that, man. I wish you well this year. Have a great 2016.
You know you are my brother.
Oh, yeah. I hate
You know that. You're like a freeloading hippie brother. I'll be honest with you.
I got your back.
You've definitely had,
My loyalty is unwavering with you.
What's the line? He's hitched his cart. What's the line? He's definitely hitched his cart to me.
Don't ask Al what he thinks. The guy loves Shalimar and Cameo. What kind of taste is that?
You got a problem with that?
Word up, brother. Okay, let's go to...
Oh, I'm sorry. I love Enough's Enough.
There you go. You just hear it in your pipes. You're such a fibber.
Let's go to Chris. Chris, hello.
Hey, what's up, Mancow? Love your show.
Thank you,
Calling
dude.
about the movie.
Yes, sir. What do you think?
Is it Backdraft?
Backdraft. No. Let's go to Aaron. Aaron, hello. Remember in Backdraft filmed in Chicago?
That's right.
Yes.
I went there. I went to the filming.
That's
It was
great.
right by my grammar
Remember when
school.
that's so wonderful. Remember tell us the story later off the air. But you remember the story when you remember the sound when the fire would come in?
Right, yes.
Like it was like a monster.
It was alive.
Yes. Aaron, hi, Richmond.
Hey, Mancow, love your show.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Hey, I got an answer for the question, man.
Yes.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No, sir. Let's go to Pee-wee was great in that movie. Let's go to Nancy. Nancy, hello.
Good morning, Mancow. Love your show.
Nancy, you're proving me wrong on something.
What?
I think. How old are you? Can I ask?
I am 56 years old.
No, that's still right. That's still right. My theory is nobody's
named Nancy anymore.
They don't use the word. I used to hear that name.
Yeah.
It's disappearing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Nancy.
It is. Yes.
And by the way,
Dracula.
everything, except in Al's neighborhood, but everywhere you go, N is for Nancy. But evidently it's a different word in Al's neighborhood. They won't even say it. It's the N word. Nancy? I always say Nancy. No, man, the N word. You mean Nancy. To me, N is, right, it's M. M is in monkey. A as in apple, Mancow, right? N as in Nancy.
Yep.
Is N for anything else?
Yeah, it is.
No, don't say it, Al Roker. Don't you say it. Anyway, Nancy, what do you... I'm playing Cameo for you. It soothes him. And then rub his tummy, Kathy. He'll go right to sleep. Rub his big fat tummy. Oh, look at his stub. Look at his stub just shaking. It quivers right before he goes to sleep like a cat's tail. Before it settles in. Nancy, yes. Nancy, yes. What is the mystery movie, Nancy?
The Italian Job?
Italian Job. That's what I got last night from my wife. Oh. Hey. Oh. No.
Hey.
Johnny.
Hello?
What the hell did you do? This guy, I'm driving around last night. Every radio station's talking about this guy.
Wow.
Who's the sportscaster that was going off against him?
I guess Tony Kornheiser was going off on you.
Said it's all ego.
What happened with your rendition of the national anthem at the
This
Northwestern game?
is the talk of Chicago. Johnny Vincent is next here on The Loop. Here he is.
Call Mancow at 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. Call Mancow. I love him and his show. I love him. Bet your bottom dollars you'll lose those blues when you call Mancow. Call Mancow. He's the best around.
All right. That's Johnny Vincent. All right. So I want to hear his side of it. Johnny, hello.
Mancow, how are you?
Hey, man. So what happened? Everybody's calling me. I turn on the radio. Every station's talking about it. You sang where last night?
I sang on Saturday at the Northwestern Maryland men's basketball game.
So they're still talking about it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. It was really cool. The crowd loved it, and some gentleman on ABC News and ESPN tweeted about it and wrote a really nice segment saying, "Hey, he did a great rendition and held the note for 23 seconds on the note free." And I thought, no big deal of it, and that was it. And next thing I know, I was on, pardon the interruption, on ESPN and highly questionable on ESPN, and Tony Kornheiser and
said it was ego.
Yeah, I really like those guys.
I got to call Mike North and see what he thinks of it. My boy Mike, I love him.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, this is the reason I hold free so long. My grandpa, my dad showed me in Italy, in his town, where my grandmother had a gun held to her head by a Nazi soldier when he was 7 years old, because my dad just turned 80. My Uncle Mario, who passed away of a brain tumor, served in Vietnam, told me some stories on his deathbed, what he experienced and went through in the war. All the military.
So the word free means something to you, as it does to me.
I'm proud to be an American, and I just like to emphasize that.
I have in my flesh a tattoo, and I want to tell you, it was the first thing. It's interesting what my first thought is every day.
Okay.
2 days ago it was I probably shouldn't have called Kathy an asshole.
Oh, I didn't mind.
That was my first thought when I woke up. God, I shouldn't have called that girl an asshole at work. That's not right.
But it was funny.
I woke up laughing the other day because my friend Edie, who I love, Edie, married to my boy Larry. And she talks all the time about me and my wife like we can't hear.
Like negatively?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And so it'll be like this. What is she wearing? We're at Everest. Doesn't she know to dress better? And my wife will say, we think it's funny. You're giving me a mean look. I think it's hilarious. So
who does she think she is?
She's the queen of wine and dine. She's incredible. No, she is. She has every right to trust me. She's earned it.
Okay.
The stuff she's taught me. I'm telling you, this one. She's just a friend of mine, but she goes, look at that goatee on him. Doesn't he know how stupid he looks? He looks so ugly. And I said, Edie, I can hear you. And she's talking. Obviously, she doesn't think we can hear.
Right.
I said, Edie, I can hear you. She turns. She goes, well, it does look awful. It looks awful. And she goes, oh, God, you're a good-looking guy. Why do you have to make yourself look so stupid? Anyway, and
at least she's honest.
Well,
and when you ask her about it, she's honest.
I wake up laughing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I woke up laughing. It's just so hilarious. Like this lady sitting there like, he looks so ugly. I'm like, wow. I'm right there.
Wow.
Anyway, but
now you see what it's like to be us in the studio.
What are you talking about?
You talk about us.
Oh,
you have no filter whatsoever.
I have no filter. No. So anyway, I'm espresso. So listen. So I woke up laughing one day, and then I woke up feeling bad. Today I woke up. My first thought today was I have free speech first.
Can I see?
Carved into my skin here, my tattoo. Thank you.
Sculpted. You really do have a nice body, though.
Free speech first in my flesh. And I wonder if I'm doing enough to stand up for free speech. You think about here in Chicago, if for the way I read it, it's a new law that if some guy thinks he's gay and doesn't want to be gay, it's illegal to try to help him not be gay. It's called conversion therapy. How is that? And I don't care if some guy's gay, and I do believe you're born that way, okay? That used to be a debate. It's no debate. Now that I have kids and I see other kids, there's kids, man, that fall out like they fall out of their mom ready to redecorate the house.
Like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No.
That one kid on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No, I'm just telling you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just telling you, there are kids you're born gay.
Right.
Okay? Can you be turned gay? I don't know. Abe's tried, and
yeah, it didn't work.
Not yet. You keep the challenges on. My point is, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're headed that way. I want to make that clear.
Right.
But it's illegal if some guy doesn't want to be gay and try. I mean, it's like free speech. What about free speech? They're trying to make it illegal for Donald Trump to come to England. Have you read about this?
No.
The Muslims of England want to make it illegal that this is England. This is freedom.
Wow.
They want to make it, the Muslims are trying to make it illegal in England for Donald Trump to visit England. What if he becomes president? And it looks very likely that he could become president, folks. Anyway, so my first thought today was free speech. My first thought, and am I doing enough? Are we free? And people say political correctness. Are they really saying that? People say they hate political correctness. Are they really saying, God, I wish I could say what I really think about black people and women? Is that what they're really saying? That's what some people think. To try to do this radio show and tiptoe through the minefield, and this is one of my favorite subjects, and I could go on and on about it. I could wax poetic about it for a long time. I'll give you a few. It's not mailman, it's mail carrier. That's sexist. It's not manhole, it's people hole or people covering. It's sexist.
That's right.
It's not paddy wagon because paddy is a derogatory term for the Irish.
Yeah.
Right. It's not ventriloquist dummy. It's a puppet or a what? A puppet or a something else. Dummy is insulting to their art.
Right.
These are real problems I've had. It's not a midget. It's a person of small stature. How dare I? Yeah. So you never know what word is going to piss somebody off. It's not stewardess. What I really like to do, though, when they're rude, is I call them waitress.
Oh, that'll piss.
Oh, it's the best.
Waitress.
So I appreciate the word freedom.
Yeah.
And I believe in freedom. And I believe in free speech. And so this kid emphasized freedom, and he's taking a lot of heat for it. I'm with you. Can you let us hear what it sounded like?
Yeah, I'm in my condo right now. I don't know if my neighbor... Yeah.
I can pull it... I don't know if he can do it this early in the morning, but I can...
What, you can play it on your phone?
I can play it on the phone.
Okay, let me hear a little bit of it.
You
got it?
Oh, geez,
okay, we'll just play it. And Johnny...
And I've heard this kid do it before at Cubs games,
great.
and it's fantastic.
He sings at Lambeau, he sings at Soldier Field, he sings at the Blackhawks.
I seen him at Ditka's.
When the other guy's not, he sings at Ditka's.
Oh, it was amazing at Ditka's the other day.
And he was on his way to being one of my best friends, and then he killed our friendship.
How?
Oh, stop it. I love you, man.
He loves you.
What did he do?
He loves you, Mancow. He absolutely adores you.
How did he kill your friendship?
He destroyed our friendship.
How?
We were on our way to being best friends.
What happened?
What, he hit on your wife or something?
No. Every time I want him to come on the show and do something, oh, no, I can't. Someone will hear it. Yeah, it's a radio show. Oh, I don't know, man. Your show's controversial. I don't... Right?
Well, that shouldn't affect your friendship.
What?
That shouldn't affect your friendship. That's work.
Kathy, I got news for you.
Yeah.
This show is what I live for. 24 hours of my life gets put into a show every day.
Yeah.
Okay? The show material starts the minute this show ends. And for this guy who was on his way to being my best, I'm telling you, he was on my great friends, spending holidays together, everything. Yeah. For this guy to be ashamed of me all the time.
Ooh.
I didn't see it that way.
Yeah? Well, I don't care how you see it. Hey, Johnny, come do this. Ooh, no. My uncle might hear that. He listens to your show and Well, yeah, who cares? Who cares if your uncle hears it? And I thought, you're ashamed of me?
Wow.
And I'm promoting you? And I'm spending my holidays with you, and I'm having you around my wife and kids, and how pissed was I, Love Cheese? Every time we asked a guy to do something.
Yeah, I saw the change in your face instantly.
And that was it.
Did that,
About the 10th time I asked him to do something, oh, no, I couldn't.
Well, that's old news. Water under the bridge.
Well,
right? Let's move forward.
No, I'm glad he came on, he broke my heart.
Aw.
Johnny?
Yes, sir. I didn't think it was anything like that, but okay. You know I was there every time for you, and I will be there for you every time for you.
No, you were here when you wanted to promote your gig at Ditka's. But when I wanted you to do something, you'd say no because someone might hear it.
Mancow, I promoted everything you wanted to do except one thing. One thing.
No, it was more than one thing.
But it was one thing.
It was more than one thing. But anyway, we got him singing. Maybe the friendship can be repaired.
I hope so. He's a really nice guy.
It can be all
all
wounds healed within time, Mancow.
What could Johnny do to make you feel better?
Yeah.
Is there anything maybe that he could,
Maybe bring you one of those tomahawk steaks from Ditka's?
Stop spanking yourself. No, he could drop dead is what he could do.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. Listen. Look, the guy's got talent. Here he is singing at the Northwestern game. And this is what people are talking about. It has been radio chatter for several days. Yeah. And here it is. And you guys decide. I think it's fine. Others thought it was ego-filled and awful. Who's the guy? Cornholer? What's his name?
Apparently Tony Kornheiser.
Yeah, here we go.
Say, can you see Well, the dogs really liked. Well, so probably we hail as twilight lights gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets they glare, the bombs bursting in air. Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does...
I don't know what old Corny's talking about. Johnny, I think it sounds great.
Well, thank you, Mancow. Thank you very much.
Bet you wish you hadn't woken up now.
Oh, the land.
Here he is for real.
Free. And the home of the brave.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I think it's awesome, Johnny.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely awesome.
Johnny,
Good projection. He's got nice pitch. I love his
No,
pipes.
Johnny, I love you, but that's a little too much. A little too self-indulgent. You were trying to show people that you could hold a tune.
Wow.
I mean, I gotta call it like it is, John. I
You
love
think it's all
We know
about
that.
ego? You think it's all about ego?
We know that you could sing. You didn't have to hold that note for so long. Why?
Because free means a lot to me.
I
Free means a lot
understand, but
to
like
me.
you're not Mariah Carey. It seems like that's what you're trying to do.
Johnny, I want you to think about everything that's just happened. Okay? I want you to think. I'm going to give you a few minutes.
It's the Mancow Morning Show podcast, which means you can't call in. Well, you can, but you're going to end up talking to some part-time bored up with a speech impediment. Listen live for the real deal. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on The Loop.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bud. Your thoughts.
My thoughts is, I think it's hilarious. I think it's stupid. I think there's no ego involved. I know what I did, and coming from the guy who gives me the best, advice always, Coach Ditka.
Oh. No, hold on. We got to give it a second. He just cursed, which is what Ditka would say.
Yes, right, exactly.
Ditka said to him, just because we had to hit the delay, so there would be some clipping on your radio. But what Ditka said to him was, do you really give a blank?
Right.
Who cares what they say?
And I did it for the right reasons. And Kathy, really, the Mariah Carey thing, that's hilarious. I love you, but that's a joke. I mean, come on. You got to be kidding me.
You may not sing like Mariah Carey, Johnny Vincent, but you have spectacular breastises just like Mariah Carey.
I love you, and I had a great time.
He does have some great jugs. He does have some great jugs.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Nice set of breasts.
And now it's time for the Mancow Mystery Movie.
It's the things we love most that destroy us.
Think you know the answer? Call the cow now at 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. That's 312-591-ROCK or 591-ROLL. The Mancow Mystery Movie.
Andre, hello.
How you doing, Mancow? Love your show.
Thank you,
I got
brother.
the answer to the movie.
Yes.
It's Hunger Games, Mockingjay.
Don't look at me.
Part 2.
Yes! And now Johnny Vincent.
And the home of the brave.
Mariah
Vincent. Okay, all right. Let's go over and check out the Mancow Crystal Palace, the sports center. See what's going on with Al Roker Jr. over there. He's eating some flapjacks with some chicken. What's up, Al?
Blackhawks try for their 5th win in a row and the newest members of the Baseball Hall of Fame.
In 30 minutes at 7:30 this morning, Brian Urlacher returns to the show.
Nice. Again.
Fred Dreyer will join us today from the Rams. And you may remember Tim Blake Nelson is the lead of the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? He's in tons of movies. He's going to join us. Rocco DeSpirito, the celebrity chef, will be here today. And your mother called. It's Craptacular Thursday. So I gave Johnny Vincent time to regroup and think about what I'd said to him.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm still not very happy with his answer. I have to be honest with you. But I'm serious, but I'll go on. For the 10th straight year in America, vinyl sales are way up. 12 million vinyl LPs were sold.
Columbia House is back, and now they're selling vinyl.
Yeah.
That's the old school Columbia House.
It's
now
back?
Good, I can rip them off again.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, all the record companies
I still
are
got
bringing
my
that
Journey
vinyl
Escape
out.
album from them.
Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? So you have John Turturro, George Clooney. He's the other guy. Goofy-looking thing. Coming up, the stage is crashed at the Boring People's Choice Awards. American Idol. It's over now. It's over. This is the final season. Clay Aiken said, the reason the show failed, and I quote, is because the judges are so boring.
That's true.
Well, the minute
Harry
Simon
Connick-
Cowell left, it started going
That's it.
downhill.
The
But wait a second.
The show was Simon.
Did you watch it last night?
No.
J-Lo had to have gotten a boob job because they are like, and she's wearing shirts where they're hanging out, so I was all about it.
Good to know. That little
No,
twink,
nobody
Ryan
cares.
Seacrest. Hey, the winner last year was who? Last season, who was it?
Have no idea.
Couldn't tell you.
Anyone?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No. What? Is there an echo in here? I don't need you. I mean, what are we? What is this, some kind of act? What are we, Run DMC?
Yeah, what are we, guys? What is this? What are you guys talking about? I mean, I don't know what this is. This is our show.
You forgot what I said already.
What?
You can't. Yeah, exactly.
It's Mancow and the Cheese on the loop.
Wow. Technical producers don't have to talk. In fact, Al, move that mic away from me. As far away from as possible. People's Choice Awards. The View won something. You know it's fake if The View won something.
Absolutely.
And the stage got crashed. Some guy ran up and did a Kanye. Listen to this.
This is amazing. I think we think of ourselves as kind of the oddballs of TV, or we say we're like a motley crew.
My name is Ricardo Casio. Shout out to Kevin Gates' Isla album. Yeezy jumped over the jump, man. Yes, sir.
Up here, you ain't gonna pull no Steve Harvey up in here. No, no, sir. No, sir. Security. Back to your speech, girl.
I was going to say, I think that we feel like we are the motley crew.
So that's
of
the talk
misfits.
that won, because that's our girl show.
Oh, the
Cheryl
talk.
Underwood.
Not in our club.
Bet you heard that.
The Talk, yes.
I think.
I didn't watch. Look, it's called The People's Choice. I had a choice, and I didn't watch.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to have to stop from getting too emotional here.
Okay.
Kathy, you said it. There's no filter on me.
There isn't.
And I am honest on this program. And it's cost me. And I want to tell you, if there's not one person in this building, WLS, AM, FM, there's 2 stations. Okay? Q101 or whatever it's called now, okay? The old station we were on. And then the Loop. 4 stations. You won't find a person in honesty that has anything good to say about Jonathan Brandmeier. He is the most miserable prick, makeup-wearing, jag-off. He's a really bad guy. Union buster, awful to his staff. I can't tell you what a bad guy he is. Okay? And it goes way deep. Right? And I could tell you stuff that would just make you sick. And nobody's listening. His ratings are dead. The guy's been over since 1994. But he comes on, and he's just mean to everybody around here. And he comes on, hey, just a good old fishing boy, as he's sitting in his winter house in Malibu. He's nowhere near Chicago. Brr, cold morning. Just a big, fake prick. And when he's here, he doesn't flush a toilet. I guess he's too good to flush a toilet. Who doesn't flush a toilet?
I do it twice.
The filthy, you have to. The toilet chokes. So I'm just saying, I come on and I'm honest, and he comes on and it just always bothered me. Brr, sure cold in Chicago. As he's sitting in Malibu. That's why I call him Malibu Johnny. So I kind of understand what Richard Pryor's wife is saying. Beloved Bill Cosby, so good for black people. He's a mass rapist. He's a rapist. And so Richard Pryor, who Bill Cosby, I'm sure, looked down his nose at, wouldn't you say? Superior,
I'm sure that Bill Cosby many times gave Richard Pryor the speech.
Bill Cosby,
you know what I mean?
Yes. Bill Cosby, who looked down his nose at everybody. Okay? And behind the scenes, we always knew he was a jerk, too. So here is Richard Pryor's wife talking about Cosby. And look, if you don't know who Richard Pryor is, you know who he is?
Yeah,
he was a great comedian. And there's a difference with Richard Pryor and other black comedians today. Okay? And there's a difference between me and other radio shows. And I've said it before. You get on and talk about abortion, or you get on and talk about concentration camps, and the voice of the mother on Family Guy said, what about rape at a concentration camp? I mean, these are things that are just not funny to me. And that's called shocking. I've never said stuff just to be shocking. Yes, we do gags. Yes, it's a stupid radio show. But we have material. There is a point to what we do. Most of the time, there's method to the madness. And what passes now for many of these African-American communities these comedians who list Pryor as their idol, is it's just filth. Tracy Morgan, who I like. Tracy Morgan for 2 hours at the casino talking about, I don't even know how to say it, toss and salad, I guess, for 2 hours. Not funny, just filthy. There's a difference. Richard Pryor had punchlines. And so people think, these young black comedians think they're going to, am I right, Al? They think they're going to.
Absolutely. They don't quite get.
Being filthy is not funny.
Right, exactly. All they see is just at the face value there. They just
Richard
see the
Pryor
filthiness and hear
had
the filthiness.
material.
Right. Richard Pryor was a lot deeper than the N-word.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I'd like to address the whole Bill Cosby thing. Yes. Richard was dirty on the outside, but he was a good person. He was clean on the inside. Bill, clean. Oh, clean. He hated Richard because, Richard told, he worked dirty. Bill worked clean, so therefore, Bill's just a f***ing hypocrite and, dirty on the inside. Did you know? It was a well-kept secret that Bill f***ed everything that moved.
Of course.
This kind of that we're finding out about is, beyond. I mean, I wasn't aware of this kind of business. There are people in the business who were aware of it, and they're coming out now, too. I think there are now 34 women, by the way, who have stepped forward. Yeah, it's some crazy. They came to our house one night for dinner.
Bill Cosby.
And Bill and Camille and Bill.
And Curly. Isn't he married to Curly from the Globetrotters?
A couple weeks prior to this.
Why is she? Is anyone ever going to comment on how hideous she is?
I didn't want to do it. I said,
Camille Cosby.
When you're in love with somebody, trust me. You don't do it when you love someone. You only.
She doesn't have cancer, does she? I hope not.
It's recreational,
Richard Pryor wanted to have a threesome with his wife.
Warren Beatty, and you did it with Roman Polanski, and you do it with me.
She did it with Warren Beatty and Roman Polanski.
In a funny way, he was kind of unsophisticated, right? and I'd certainly been around the block, right? Mm-hmm. And so, okay, Richard, we'll do it. So there was some German lady in town, and he chose her, and she came
Janine
out.
Lillymuller.
And all of a sudden, in the middle of it, what happens when you're in love and you do a threesome? You get jealous. You get crazy. He got crazy. And he started smashing the house. And one of the things he smashed was this beautiful $10,000 Tiffany lamp that was hanging above the table that I'd purchased for him when I was working for him, decorating his house. And so...
Al, you ever get upset with your wife after a threesome and break a lamp?
And there, we had not repaired the lamp. So it was this big gaping hole in the Tiffany lamp, right? And I had the housekeeper serve sand dabs that night. I was a nervous wreck. So Richard and I sitting there, it's like the most up couple. There's a up white girl and the damn crazy black man here. And here's the perfect couple. We're sitting right there for us to feel so ashamed. The perfect Camille, the perfect Bill, who are, by the way, not mentioning the big elephant in the room.
Right.
The smashed Tiffany lamp. You know, it was just absurd. And I've never felt so judged and shamed in all my life. And I think about that.
Do you think that they were actively judging you?
Oh, God, yes.
Yes.
Oh, honey.
Right, that was his thing, right? I mean, that
thing. And her thing, too.
Really?
Oh.
Do you think she knew about
I
what was
think
going on?
she had to. First of all, there was a lawsuit, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
There was a lawsuit and a settlement. And he also, there's a story that a journalist told me about him stopping a National Enquirer story by throwing one of his kids under the bus.
I read about that.
Yeah. So, of course she knew.
Yeah.
Of course she knew. Why is she going for the okie doke, as Richard would say? That's anybody's guess. I'm not going to say, but I can guess why. Ka-ching. You know, but he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's done. I mean, Hannibal Burgess, who when he kind of outed him and really started talking about it, he pissed off the black community, and he pissed off black men by how he was talking down to them. And Ebonics and pull your pants up. And there's a famous speech called the Twinkie speech, where he basically said, well, you don't want your sons shot? What are they doing, stealing Twinkies? Oh, Bill, does that mean therefore these kids should be shot? I mean,
right.
Yeah. What kind of...
It's awful.
So, but this condescension that was going on and the holier than thou. And I think it got so over the top, it was almost bound to happen.
Right.
I mean,
he's protesting too much.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So Hannibal, I mean, my hat's off to him. I know he's had some issues since then, but people pissed off at him. But, it's never cool to bring a black icon down, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the big discussions surrounding this.
Right.
He's an icon. We don't have a lot of them. Leave him alone. That's
why Al gets away with so much here in Chicago.
Martin Luther King had,
Chicago icon.
Black icon.
Right.
She did.
Okay.
Wait.
But this, I mean, just the level of victimization is just...
Victimization, the perversion.
So, yeah.
But I love it when Beverly Johnson came out with her story because she's black. They had been all white up until then. And when she came out with that, and she was drinking cappuccino, so she knew right away she was stoned.
Mm-hmm.
And she just told that motherfucker off. And he didn't even put her in a cab. I mean, she could have been killed, just trying to get home. But, yeah.
Anyway, it goes on from there. That's a great interview. And I'd like to give credit to whoever did it. I have no idea who did it. But
all I learned from that is that Richard Pryor was also a jerk.
No, see, but here's what
you
don't understand, Dave, because you're too young enough to know. We all know that. Everything that Richard Pryor did, he took out on the stage and said,
"That's right.
I'm an a-hole. I did this. I'm a crackhead.
I want to tell you something.
Myself up. I'm not perfect."
It's also why I am honest here. And it's ugly. And if you all, and I know all you people are holy, perfect people listening to me, and you never make mistakes, but I do. And I want to tell you, I've really tried to be a better person. Really tried. I mean, really, really tried. I think I see so few good men, and I want to be a good man, and it's tough. George Lucas said the point of Star Wars is that there's good and evil is a lot easier, man. It's easier to be the jagoff. It's easier to steal and cheat, and it's easy. It's easy, and most people take the wide path, and I want to take the narrow path. And just as I really made a declaration to myself that I was going to be a good guy yesterday, I was pretty much the biggest asshole I've been in years.
What?
And it was just unbelievable.
What did you do?
I just kept getting put in situations.
You were being tested constantly.
It was like a universal test.
Yeah.
I was at a restaurant yesterday, and they put a raw piece of meat on my plate, basically.
Okay.
And it was blood all over, and it was ice cold. I put my finger in the steak. It was, ice.
Ew.
Ice.
Yuck.
And then ice, baby. And then nobody would come over to the table.
Really?
And I was waving, and they're busy. They're busy. Well, give me a second. And about 40 minutes later, I just went, you know what? I walked. I skated on a bill, and then I went back and paid for it. But the point is, I just had those kind of things happen all day yesterday. Yesterday, I got up and I said, I'm going to be a better man. And I just was putting all kinds people hassling me, cutting me off. Hey, and I'm flipping people off. Wait. Oh, stop. I went through the Taco Bell drive-in. They gave me somebody else's bag. And I'm like, yeah, last night. You know?
Was it a better bag though?
I'm sitting at
no.
I'm sitting at a theater last night. Some guy turns around. Hey, what do you think of the Mike North show? You know, a lot of people hate him, but a lot of people hate you too. But it's like, dude, I'm sitting here with my kids. I don't want to talk about the people that don't like Mike North and don't like me.
Right.
And I just want to go, and I'm just boiling. I don't want to. I'm sitting with my kids trying to watch a movie.
Sure.
Leave me alone. Anyway, I was an asshole yesterday at every turn.
Wow.
And it was like the universe going, oh, you want to be a good guy?
Right. Like y'all said, you were being tested.
I want to tell everybody this. I want to tell everybody this, and I mean it. When you step up and try to be a good person, evil takes note. And there is good and evil. There are two separate forces in the universe. And, it battles back. It battles against you. When you try to do something good, you're like, God. You know? I had a horrible memory of one of my brothers. And I called him and I said, look, this happened. And I thought it was, he slammed my head against the floor and told me to shut up. Mm-hmm. And, had squeezing my face with his hand. Shut up!
When you guys were little, right?
And he's 10 years older than me. I said, listen, brother, it was abusive. And I want you to know that I've held a grudge, but I forgive you. And he's like, that stuff happens every day with brothers, homo. That's what he said to me.
Recently?
A week ago.
That's how an older brother will always talk to the younger brother.
No. See, everybody's laughing in the studio at me. It's not okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay. It's in pain.
That's what it really bothered me. It's bothered me for years. And I said, look, I just want you to know that I forgive you. And that's what older brothers do, homo. Like, what?
Right.
Anyway, I'm just saying. You want to
sounds like a meathead.
It's like when I raised $70,000 in Chris Farley's name, and went to the college.
For Marquette, and they didn't want your money.
They said, "You're Mancow. We won't take the money." What? Yeah, we don't want your money.
Oh my God!
I want to do a Chris Farley charge. I'm just saying, folks. It's easier to be a prick.
Yeah.
It's easier to be an a-hole. It's easier to cheat on your wife. It's easier to steal. It's easier to not spend time with your kids. It's easier to be a bad guy. And when you step up, and maybe you're a bad guy right now, but you want to be something different, and the minute you step up and you try to do something different, wait till you see what comes against you. Because evil doesn't want to lose you. Right? The dark side doesn't want to lose you to the good side.
True.
So,
right.
Man, it was just something yesterday. Maybe, Chip will tell you, he lost band members to drugs. Yeah. The minute, your weakness is heroin, you're going to get heroin the rest of your life. Everybody's going to offer you heroin. You're a drunk and you don't want to drink, you're going to be, everywhere you go, people are going to have free drinks for you.
Right.
It's bizarre. You want to be a good guy, you're going to be in every situation today where you will not be a good guy.
Yep.
My issue is lust. I think many men, it's lust. And I've had some incredible opportunities lately that I've walked away from.
You certainly have. I've seen you around.
What?
I've seen beautiful trim around.
It's tough. No, I'm serious. Some 18-year-old girl wants me to take her virginity on. Please.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
My dad's a big fan, and I think, I've got daughters. I've got what? I'm not going to take your virginity on your 18th birthday.
Ew.
They show me their ID.
Yeah.
Al's looking at me like, you fool.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Chip, are you ready?
Gross.
Yeah, I'm certainly ready to
All
drink
right.
bath water.
No, we're not drinking bath water. Are you ready? You're plugged in?
Yes.
Chip in the Mancow Lava Lamp Love Lounge, playing the Moog. Is this something people are going to know, Chip?
I think somebody out there will know.
Chip playing this live. If you know what it is, call and win. What song is it? Call and win right now.
591 Rock, 591 Roll.
Mancow on 97.9 The Loop. It's the Mancow Morning Show podcast, so no prizes for you. Listen live for the free stuff weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on Chicago's classic rock station 97.9 The Loop.
I'm the Mancow. Goonie, do you think I should feel ashamed of being so serious there? I got a little too serious.
No,
I don't want to be maudlin.
Be honest, buddy.
All right, you don't, Chip. You know what, man? I'll tell you what happened. First of all, my kids had. Man, and you're standing there. How do I do this? You have a daughter.
Yep. Tara. She's beautiful.
You have a daughter?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, listen, guys. His wife is younger than his daughter.
Next!
Okay, you don't want to talk about that. Listen, you understand that my kids had... How do I say this? How do I say this?
I don't know what you're going to say.
I wish he wasn't here.
Oh.
Well, my kids had never seen someone that had passed.
Yeah.
So I had to explain to them about your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That was the first time they...
That was their first wake?
They're 10. Yeah, we don't go to wakes all the time.
I figured someone would have died in 10 years.
Yeah, thanks. Anyway.
That's good for you.
So my dear friend, his mom, yesterday, the funeral, the wake, everything. So, and I'm trying to be a better guy and failing.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to be serious there, but I do know
you're a real bad. You're not like a fake badass. You're one of those badasses that can be emotional when it's needed, and when you're a tough guy, you're tough. And believe me,
it's charming.
He's a badass. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Let's go to Kenny. Kenny, hello.
Hey, how's it going, Mancow? Love your show.
Thank you, brother.
Crew.
What's up?
Yeah, I got the mystery music that you're asking for, the song.
Come on.
She blinded me with science. That song?
Yeah. What song is Chip playing?
She blinded me with science.
Oh, no. Come on, hit it, Chip. Is it hard to play that thing?
Very difficult.
Chip on the Moog, if you know what it is, call the Mancow and win.
591 Rock, 591 Roll.
Thank God I brought my gun to that funeral. Some really despicable people around. You do hang out. Those Blue Island people are... Can I say something about... Oh, no.
What's wrong with Blue Island people? Mayor Vargas, great police officers.
Yeah.
Wonderful musicians.
I hope they check you for
town.
mule and dope in that town. I will tell you at the wake, it was hilarious.
Spot-friendly.
Was he wearing this outfit at the wake?
That's the way he dresses. I want to tell you at the wake what was hilarious. Okay. There's 1,000 people outside, and then there's 1,000 people inside, and then 1,000 people outside. Not 2,000 people. There's 1,000 people inside.
Yep.
Oh, because they went out to smoke?
Yeah, every 15 minutes. and then it's like everybody's crying and hugging Chip, and okay, smoke break, and 1,000 people go outside, and everything's just
I have a lot of
freezing cold, and they're smoking weed. And hey, listen, I'm just telling you, if you ever go to Blue Island, make sure Blue Island, Illinois, brother. I had a Blue Island Christmas with Chip. You want to take your gun. What towns would you need a gun in? Gary, Indiana, you're going to want to take a gun.
Anywhere in Indiana.
Protect Indiana. Let's just say the state.
Enjoying the Mancow Morning Show podcast day? Call the show and win free stuff if you got the stones. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on Chicago's classic rock station 97.9 The Loop.
Urlacher's coming up, isn't he?
Nice.
Don't we have Urlacher like right now?
With that new
5 minutes.
With that new lineup.
I'll be in Blue Island without you.
Live from the deadliest city in North America.
You gotta have a gun here, man.
It's the Mancow on 97.9 The Loop.
All right, what's going on with you, Lisa? Hello.
Hey, I need your... First of all, I love you. I love you.
Hi, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
She's adorable.
Thank you.
Okay, and that's why I'm calling you, because I love you and you're a guy. My boyfriend...
You are easy to love.
What's that?
You're an easy guy to love.
Thank you, buddy. Go ahead, Lisa.
Okay, my boyfriend, I've been with him for a while. He refuses, man, to take off his ex-girlfriend's numbers off his frickin' phone. He says he has it, so if they call, he could block them. I mean, come on, I'm not stupid. I mean, really, shouldn't he just delete them?
I had, I kept phone numbers for years. I still have numbers in my phone.
Yeah, I still have a little black book from high school.
Yeah. If he has a smartphone, if she's that insecure, she could just take his phone when he's not looking and block the numbers on her own.
That's problems right there.
So, but if she's this insecure right now, that's an issue. There's a reason.
Do you know what my friend James McDonald said?
What?
Women should not allow their men to have two phone calls, or women should not allow their men to have two phones.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. That
Absolutely.
second phone is always...
Oh, absolutely.
For booty calls.
The bro phone and the hoe
for
phone.
For the whores.
You should have no lock on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife should not allow you to have a lock on your phone. You should be able to look at your phone, and she should be able to look at your phone whenever you want. And he also said both phones should have Find a Friend so that you know where she is and she knows where you are at all times.
How many no's do you want to hear? That's ridiculous.
Well, I have a lock on my phone, and I don't want my wife to know
Exactly.
where I am all the
If
time.
I find my wife snooping through my phone, I'm going to be pissed.
The Find a Friend thing, though, I can understand why that would be good for like safety measures.
That's not what you're talking about. It's
What?
Why are you at the Sheraton
motel?
Get
out! Lisa.
Why are you at the Miami Inn motel?
I'm serious, guys. I need your help, okay?
Well, give me the bottom line question.
All right, am I wrong? I mean, I'm thinking of breaking up with him. He has, like, girls that he, like, you know, have relationships.
How long have you been together?
It'll be, like, 27 months, and he will not get rid of these freaking phone
fact that she
calls.
counted the months.
thing to say,
yeah.
isn't it?
27 months.
It's fine.
Wow.
Listen.
27 months.
Listen. We have learned some things that I've always known. Science has proven things that I knew before science, and most men knew. Here we go. Men feel heartbreak much more profoundly and deeply than women. Another thing that's been proven finally, heartbreak can kill a man. Another thing that's been proven recently, sex is a higher need. What is a higher need? Food, oxygen, things like this. In other words, men have to have sex. We have to have it. And so he is keeping these numbers in case you cut him off or something goes wrong. We always, and I still do, and I'm happily married, many years now. We still have to know that there's a food supply.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Or a panty pie supply somewhere at all times.
It's an insecurity on her part.
It's her fault.
Thinking that, if he's keeping these numbers, then he must not love me, or
if you
he's
can't
going to
deal
leave
with it,
me,
don't.
or whatever.
If
it doesn't mean he doesn't love you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that you're not,
And that is another sad thing that some people can't understand, and I understand. I understand why she wouldn't understand, and that is, of course, my wife won't buy this either. But we really can have sex and not have it mean anything.
Right.
Yeah, it's love and sex are
like with you, Kathy, for example.
What are you talking about, Al?
No, it wouldn't mean anything if I had sex with you.
It means something to me,
Yeah, you're a gentleman. You are.
Thank you, buddy.
You're a classy guy.
Thank you, man.
Unlike that slob broker.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, no problem. I'm excited. You guys are funny.
Yeah, it is. It's thank you, Brian Urlacher here. It's
nice.
Yeah.
Where
very
did
cool.
Brian Urlacher go?
What do you mean?
Well, the Brian Urlacher I know is bald, and this guy I've been seeing floating around's got Goldilocks.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's not that long yet, but it's getting there.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
I heard you did the same thing.
And
are you loving it?
Yeah, I'm really interested in this conversation with you, and I know, and I'll talk about Barris too, but I just want to tell you, I have a young, hot wife. My wife is significantly younger.
Okay.
And I'm going to be real honest, and this was actually very tough for me. Okay. Being Mancow All-American Badass, and that was all I thought when I was face down, you know what I mean, with her.
Mm-hmm.
And all I thought was this beautiful girl is looking at this bald spot on the back of my head. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not Brian Urlacher, all worked, I'm not all in shape like you.
Right. You got a body on you.
Thank you, bud. But I got to work with what I got. But I could see the beginning of the bald spot in the mirror. It always bothered me. I would always adjust my head. I always look at myself. Guys with bald spots maybe can relate, but I would always lift my chin up so I wouldn't have to see the bald spot. So it would depress me. It bothered me.
Sure.
And since I got it, I just feel so much better.
Good for you.
So, how are you feeling with hair now?
It's definitely an adjustment for me because my bald spot was right in the front of my head, so I couldn't cover it up.
Yeah, that's tough.
So I just shaved my head, man. I did it for 12 years, 11 years. I shaved my head, so I don't have to worry about it. Just easier that way for me, more convenient me playing football, too.
Yeah.
But, man, all it takes is one person to tell you look a little bit younger, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I made the right decision.
Hair does make you younger. It does frame your face. It does make you look. He does look younger, and it does make you look skinnier. Not just me and you, but everybody.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't have the hair up front problem. That is an issue. So I guess what I thought, and I'm curious what you thought. I always thought, well, if they put it in the bald spot, it'll just fall out like all the other hair.
It'll die.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that we have different hair. The hair on the top of your head does fall out. The hair on the side of your head doesn't. So you had the procedure where they take the hair from the back or the sides and put it up top, right?
Yep, I had they took all the grafts, and they harvested the hair from the back of my head and just moved it around to the front. I had a buddy who had it done. That's the reason I got it done. One of my buddies got it done.
Yep. My friend Ben did it. That's why I did it.
Same way with you. So he was bald, but he was still trying to hang on to his hair, so it looked not as good as mine bald. Because I was okay being bald. Man, I had a decently shaped head, so no problem with it.
I don't.
My buddy didn't have a very good shaped head, so he needed to get something done. And I was like, dang, this is pretty good, bro. So I went and tried it out, and the good thing about it is, if I didn't like my hair, I could still shave my head because there's no scar in the back of my head.
Right.
Wow.
There's no scars. And Brian, the thing with me is, and I tell my friends, and they're like, I had a bald spot. I didn't have a hair in that spot, and now it's gone. And I'll see my friends, and it's like it bothers them. They're like, it's different. It's not toothbrush head anymore. It's not Raggedy Ann or Raggedy Andy.
Fake looking hair.
No, it's your hair. They just move it up top and it stays. So let's talk.
How long did yours? Because Mancow just had a spot. You did your whole head. How long did yours take?
I had the divots in front. You have like a landing strip right in the middle of your forehead.
Yeah.
So mine was starting to just on the side of my head. Those two big bald spots right there. My procedure took one day. I think it was there about 8 hours, something like that.
Me too.
How long did it take for the hair to grow in, though?
3 months.
Oh, how long did it take yours, Mancow?
Well, 3 to 6 months. I'm still early on, Brian.
So mine took. It was supposed to take like they say 6 to 8 or something like that, or 5. Mine took 4 months and it started sprouting. It was crazy how fast it came in, and it's I've gotten a ton of haircuts now. Still trying to figure out a hairstyle. I have freaking cowlicks everywhere. Still trying to.
I do too. Brian,
it drives me crazy.
Look, everybody wants to be associated with Brian Urlacher, and I hear different things, and I really want to know the truth. And this is the worst Brian Urlacher interview ever. But because this is really what I want to know. Because every place I go to, and I think we probably go to a lot of the same places. What restaurants do you really like? Where do you really hang out? Because everybody claims you.
Yeah.
So what are your real hangouts in Chicago?
Are we talking about downtown?
I'm talking about anywhere, brother.
Yeah, I really don't get out of the suburbs very much. I live up in right around Lake Forest. I live in Meadowville, which is right by the Bears facility. I don't leave this area very often, but when I go downtown, it's Gibson's, it's Joe's, it's Valari.
Yeah.
I'll get my shows every once in a while. But I know that place. Yeah, Benny's Chop House I really like.
So where do you go in the suburbs?
There's a place called Sukasa right by my house right here. Bob Chin's.
Yeah.
Which is really, Sukasa's a Japanese restaurant that they cook it right in front of you. But I just don't get out much anymore, man. I'm happy chilling out at home. I got a little nice piece of land up here, and we don't really get out too much. Oh, there's a Chick-fil-A down the street too. I really like too. So Chick-fil-A is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is. Chipotle, I love. Well, except when you get the E. coli, then it's a problem.
Well, I haven't got that. I'm still trying to get that, so I'm good to go.
Brian, I saw you at Fogo de Chao with a race car driver, and there was a race car up front. Did you drive a race car to Fogo de Chao?
Me?
Yeah, I saw you in there with some race car driver, and there was a race car in front of Fogo. This is a few years ago, but there was a race car in front of Fogo de Chao.
I like Fogo too.
I mean, that place is good too. No, it wasn't me. I've never driven a race car that I know of.
Okay.
Brian, it's Roker. I used to run into you all the time at WWE. Are you still in the wrestling?
I used to love wrestling, but 2001, 2002, but it's changed so much. Dwayne's gone, Stone Cold's gone. All the guys I used to really, really like watching or don't really go back anymore. So I probably haven't watched it in 5 or 6 years.
Dwayne is The Rock.
Yeah, he liked the Attitude Era.
God, he's great. I did too.
I love it too.
The entertainers, they were so funny. Their lines were great. They're awesome. Now Dwayne's obviously in movies and doing great.
He's just so wonderful.
Do you watch Ballers?
Yes. Ballers
episode.
on HBO.
Yeah.
That's Dwayne Johnson.
I mean, that was a little bit overblown, but it was still entertaining as hell. I watched it. I was like, this is fake as hell, but I'm still going to watch it.
Is everything cool with you now with the Bears? I know when this new regime came in, you were one of the first things they did was reach out to you and try and bring you back into the fold. Everything good now?
Yeah, we've always been cool. George McCaskey's always been cool with me. George, when I retired, we were cool. My issue is with Phil Emery. I think I said that many a times. I didn't like the way he handled my situation. I didn't like the way he was running the team. And obviously they got rid of him. But Coach Fox is the freaking man. Ryan Pace is awesome. I think they're going in the right direction. Still huge fans of the McCaskies. George McCaskey's a good friend of mine. Miss McCaskey, I have a ton of respect for all of them. So I got no issues with the Bears, man. We're on good terms.
Who's your favorite former player that you've met?
That I've met?
Yeah.
That I didn't play with?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
You know, because those 1980s Bears are just such folk heroes almost in Chicago.
Yeah.
And, it's like I like to ask SNL people, who came back that you liked? Any of the old-timers you really thought they were cool?
One of my favorite guys, and every time I see him, he's cool as hell to not just me, but everybody I'm with. Says hi to him, is Otis Wilson.
Otis is great. Otis is great.
Do you like Ditka?
We have the same polling
place.
place.
Coach Ditka's always great, too.
He's a cool dude, isn't he?
But Otis, man, just goes out of his way to say hi to everybody in my group or my kids, whatever I'm doing. He's just like one of the nicest guys, man. He's never been arrogant or cocky. He's just always been solid and nice to me.
Did you see Concussion?
I haven't, and I won't. I'm a huge Will Smith fan when it comes to movies and stuff, but I just, it's getting so blown out of proportion now that I don't have any desire to go see it, honestly.
That's what Ditka says. Ditka told me that these guys are playing it up, that it's a cash grab. Yes, there's an issue.
Yeah.
Yes, there's an issue. He said, but the NFL's been great to these guys, and they want even more, and that they're blowing it out of proportion. He says the same thing that you just said.
I just don't have any desire to see it, honestly. It gets played out. People talk about it so much, and everyone's trying to say that, the NFL's doing something wrong. Concussions, you can get a concussion walking down the damn street.
Yeah.
Riding your skateboard or your bike, man. It's just football. You run into people, so you're probably going to get a couple more. I'm just tired of it, tired of hearing about it.
Did you see the Tyson fall on his hoverboard?
On his hover? Yeah, I took a fall like that, too. Mine wasn't on video, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't fall as bad. I just kind of fell. I was definitely flat in the air at some point off of the hoverboard, though.
He was ordered bed rest for a couple of weeks. That's how serious his head injury was.
He must have. Oh, his head. I thought he busted his tailbone. It looked like he smacked his tailbone on the ground.
We're talking with Chicago Bear Brian Urlacher here on the Mancow Show, and God, I have a million other questions for you.
Well, the playoffs are coming up this weekend, wild card weekend. Who do you like? Who do you think is going to take it all?
I'm such a big football fan these days. Being removed from football now, I can watch it more. I watch all the shows. I can't wait till the games. I'm just like a fan now. I love watching. I watch all the games at one time. I like the wild card teams, honestly. I like Seattle. I like Kansas City. Who else is in there? Who's going to? And I just blanked. Oh, Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh, and I like Denver over there. Those are the four teams I like. The wild card teams got hot at the right time.
I don't have a big name to drop here. I wish it was a bigger name, but I grew up with.
Oh, here comes a Lynn Dickey story.
Thank you, Lynn Dickey. Well, no, but I want to tell you, he was a family friend. I'm not a Packers fan, but he was at our family. He's still a family friend. He was at our family gatherings. He would be over for Christmas and stuff. And Lynn Dickey's a family friend, and he always talked about what it was like to walk out onto Lambeau Field. I've always wondered what it would be like to be one of the Beatles. Only those four would know. Brian? What is it like when 70,000 people are rooting for you and you walk out onto Soldier Field? Can you describe that?
I really can't describe it, man. When Coach told us before games that defense is going to get introduced, and that was always a big deal. We would listen, but okay, who's getting introduced tomorrow? Who's offense or defense? Because night games is when you want to get yours because you knew the crowd was going to be crazy. You knew they're going to be loud. They've been drinking all day, so they're waiting for that game. When you run out of that tunnel, man, there's nothing better. It's just, and our fans are always great in Chicago. They're always loud. Even we stunk a lot of the time too, but they still support us. But I really can't explain it, man. The chill. Another point in the game too, like in the third quarter, we always used to do the soldier salute. We bring a soldier out of the tunnel, and you think our introductions were loud? Nothing compared to what these guys get. The crowd did for these guys. So it's cool as hell, man.
And one more quick question, and we'll let you go. And you were talking about how you like Ryan Pace, and he just said earlier this week that the arrow's pointing up, and he likes the way the team is looking and moving forward. Are you drinking the Kool-Aid, or is there something there? Last season was such a mess.
I don't know how they put a positive spin on what's going on right now, but they're trying.
Man, I am drunk on his Kool-Aid. I think you said it exactly right. I thought last year was a success, and I know we didn't win a ton of games, but you look at, and people are going to think I'm crazy, but you look at week 7 or 8, we started out 1-3 or 1-4, whatever it was, and there's a couple games there where we're a field goal away from being right in the playoff hunt. And then if you get in the playoff hunt, those games mean more. You just never know what's going to happen. I know 6-10 is not where we wanted to be, but we have a ton of money to spend in free agency. You get Alshon back. You got Kevin White back next year. He's healthy. Who's going to be a good player. Hopefully they get Matt Forte back. Get a couple horses up front on defense and a safety or two. Well, I think they're right. And the division is not crazy strong right now. There's not one clear team that's great in the division. Green Bay's fallen off a little bit. We've seen that. Minnesota's good, but the Bears had a chance to beat them at home this year. So I believe what Ryan Pace says. I think they're going in the right direction.
Listen, Brian, I work here at the Loop. We play a lot of great rock and roll music. When I hear the Eagles, I just hate it.
I love the Eagles.
See? No, I don't want to fight with you. No, I'm just telling you. Joe Walsh, yes. Eagles, no. I don't ever need to hear it again. Now I'm breaking against the company here, okay? And I'm pissing people off. I want to know, truly, Bear Down, Chicago Bears. Do you like the song?
I do like the song, and I'll tell you why. Because every time we scored a point at home, they played that song. That means we were doing something good. So, yes, I like the song.
He's very hairy, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Urlacher, the Bears. Welcome to the program.
I wanted to ask him a question, man.
Always good having you on. What?
I wanted to ask him a question.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable.
The music, the clapping, it's over. I'm so late for a break. Go ahead. What's your question?
It's too late now.
No. What's your question?
I'm here. What's your question?
It's been properly talked about that Brian slept with over 2,500 women during his tenure with the Bears.
What's your question?
My question was, anything special you want to share with us?
That's pretty funny, man. That'd be a great number. I wish I was that good. I don't have anything I want to share with you.
Okay.
I got new hair. Thanks for the question, though.
Yeah, thank you. Hold on, one more question. What? Go ahead.
Hey, Brian, thank you for being the Chicago Bear. Everybody like you in Chicago.
Okay, that's my special buddy. That's my special boy, Big Goody. Best question of the show. Best question of the show.
I didn't think it was.
I like you.
Mancow on the Loop.
Bring him in. What a surprise. 7:50 right now at the Loop. Bring him in, guys. Fog machine is up. Ladies and gentlemen, from the band Bad Company, here he is live in our studio. Simon Kirk.
Hell yeah.
Rock and roll, prostate health, metal.
There he goes. Chip, you plugged in. Let's do this, man.
24-hour news channels take 24 hours to do what we're about to do in under 60 seconds. It's ADD News on the Mancow 97.9 The Loop.
Big names in baseball officially enter Cooperstown. The new Star Wars movie is now the #1 film of all time in North America. Topping Avatar's record of more than $760 million.
Powerball drawing $500 million. More than 150,000 people are expected this week in Las Vegas for the International Consumer Electronics Show.
Bill Cosby will not face criminal charges in California.
Mahmoud Umar Mohammed bin Atef and Khalid Mohammed Salih Al-Dubi were transferred from Guantanamo to the government of Ghana.
A measure to do away with the Affordable Care Act.
California's governor declaring a state of emergency over a methane gas leak that started in October.
Agriculture giant Monsanto announced it will eliminate another 1,000 jobs as part of cost-cutting efforts. That'll bring the total number of layoffs to 3,600 over the next 2 years.
What is Chip playing on the Moog in the Mancow Lava Lamp Love Lounge?
Hello? Good morning. I'm calling from the Martin Animal Hospital.
Oh, good morning.
And you're supposed to come pick your dog up today. He's been neutered.
What did you just say?
Come pick your dog up. He's already been neutered and ready for you to come pick him up.
My dog is not just supposed to be neutered. I just left him there to have his shots and for them to cut him. What are you talking about?
The papers that I have here, your dog has been neutered.
Are you sure you got the right dog?
You have a champion bred golden retriever.
I know you ain't neutered my dog.
Oh, what's the dog's name?
Oh. What's my dog's name? Goldie. That's what the dog's name is.
Golden Godfrey? On the sheet that we have. Now, you dropped him off for what purpose?
The dog was supposed to be clean and have his shots. That's it.
Well, somebody got the papers mixed up and your dog's been neutered.
Are you serious?
Well,
Do you know how much I paid for that dog?
Ma'am, I'm just calling you to tell.
I want you to. If you can't do anything else, if you working, who are you?
I'm just calling you to tell you to come pick up the dog.
Who are you, and who told you to call me?
My name is Bernice Jenkins, and I'm the receptionist here for Martin Animal Hospital. And the only thing I'm doing is telling you to come pick up the dog.
You need to tell a doctor or the nurse or whomever. I need to
Well,
speak to
Dr.
somebody.
Martin,
I know
well, we're going to
and
be.
I'm not going to take this out on
Well,
you.
you need to come pick the dog up.
There's
just so much going on, and all these folks in this paper, all these folks got dogs up here and just need to come pick them up. Just come get the damn dog and take care of it later. We trying to make funeral.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry because I'm not upset with you. I'm upset with the nurse or the
Dr. Martin did it. He dead.
Who's dead?
Dr. Martin dead.
Okay, I am so sorry to hear about Dr. Martin.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your dog. Well, what you want me to do? You want me to tie the dog up outside?
Tell my dog. Are you crazy? I'll come down there and slap you with your old damn ass. Let me tell you something. Miss Bernice,
you need to stop. Don't raise your voice at me. I'll kill you.
This old stupid ass lady on this phone talking about she gonna do something.
I'm headed to the funeral home with the dog. Come over to the funeral home. We trying to make funeral arrangements for Dr. Martin. The dog gonna be in the back seat.
Don't you dare put my dog in your car. Don't you take that dog away from that place.
Well, what you gonna do about it?
Listen,
what you gonna do about it, baby?
Listen.
What you gonna do about it, baby? I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
So we could get it on right now, honey. I ain't got no problem coming down there pushing you, pushing your car, pushing your people there, and the dead dog.
I tell you what.
Let me tell you something.
You got 10 minutes to get down here and get this dog, and I'm gonna be over at Bradford's funeral home. The dog gonna be in the back seat of the car. If you don't come pick him up, I'm gonna get his ass out there at the funeral home.
Junior.
Who is that?
That's my son. Don't you worry about who it is, because I'm coming down there my damn self, and I'm going to handle you and anybody.
Bring his ass down here.
Do you know?
You want to pit bull? Bring his ass down here.
Bring your ass down here.
What church you belong to?
You know, you really are making me very, very angry.
Baby, you could have been down here and picked up this damn dog while you on the phone talking all
That's
that.
right.
Oh, and then you cussing? Oh, you got to know. You know what? Let me tell you something. Do you know how much I paid for that dog?
I'll be down there at the funeral home. Bye. Hang up the damn phone.
No, don't you hang up on me. Don't you dare hang up on me.
April Rose, have you made love to yourself yet and looked at that calendar? You will. The new Loop calendar, available wherever April is.
The Mancow.
You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
On the Loop.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? No.
The Mancow. On the Loop.
Hey, Mr. Dreyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you friends with Michael and Jennifer Horn?
I just had dinner with them last night.
Okay, because, they've promised me for a long time that I'm going to get to have dinner with Fred Dreyer at Rayo's.
Oh, the Rayo's in New York or where?
No, in L.A.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you let us know, and we'll book the seat for you.
Because I think you're pretty much just the cool, one of the coolest guys ever.
Well, you're a handsome man yourself.
So, it could be, look, the way these people talk, it could be me, you, Robert Conrad, and who else? Rick Dees. We'll all hang out.
Yeah, that's a nice grouping.
So you do a radio show?
Yeah, we do a radio show. It's on crntalk.com. We do a 1 hour every Wednesday, and it reruns on the weekends nationally, and it's picked up here and there. And we talk sports and politics. Politics, is one thing in life.
Yeah.
But it's now bled over into sport. So you can't really talk about let's say pro football and the concussion problem without talking about the political aspects of it.
The NFL really has gotten political, but here's the thing, Fred, and I hope you'll have mercy on me, because right now, and you're going to be, I really think the Fred Dreyer before he had his own radio show wouldn't be able to empathize with me. But right now, I've got you on hold for a limited time, and I need to spend a minute talking about Mattress Firm mattresses.
It's the Mancow Morning Show podcast, which means you can't call in. Well, you can, but you're going to end up talking to some part-time bored up with a speech impediment. Listen live for the real deal. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on The Loop.
Well, I get plenty of rest before I go on the air, so I sound like I'm refreshed.
Nice. Sell it.
So you can sell your mattresses, and people believe it because it's in your voice. You sound rested.
I am more rested than I used to be, Fred. So give me a few seconds here, and then we're going to have Hunter on. And right now, $10 million worth of mattresses on sale.
Damn.
Do they in L.A., Fred? Do they have a Mattress Firm on every corner? Because in Chicago, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's right next to the Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks, Mattress Firm, Starbucks. MattressFirm.com for the nearest store. Kathy, you have one. Mine vibrates. You have one. Does yours go warm? Can you warm yours?
No.
I didn't get that. Well, they have some of them have heaters in them.
Mine vibrates though.
Mine's
really nice.
Mine does too. I like that.
It shakes me to sleep. Mattress Firm. It's like sleeping next to Michael J. Fox. No, his wife sleeps. She says it rocks her to sleep. I mean that in a good way. So save money, sleep happy. Mattress Firm. And by the way, you don't have to pay anything for 4 years.
That's pretty awesome.
So if you die.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The fact, I believe we're living in the end times. I mean, the book of Nostradamus, book of Revelation, look it up. You probably will get this mattress for free. By the way, call today and get a mattress in your house tonight.
That's awesome.
And that red carpet service, all right?
That's wonderful.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, we just had Brian Urlacher on. We had Ditka on, and he said basically the same thing, Fred, and that is that this concussion thing is being overblown. That it's not as big a deal as they're trying to make it, and a lot of these older players, and I think they mentioned McMahon. Ditka kind of hinted at McMahon, in my opinion here, and I don't want to throw Ditka under the bus, that these guys are playing it up to grab more cash. Your thoughts?
Well, I don't think Dave Duerson and Junior Seau woke up one day and said, "I think I'm going to grab some dough." They shot themselves.
They both committed suicide and left their brains to the Boston Institute there with Chris Nowinski.
Yeah, and the concussion thing is, look, it's clear if you watch the Redskin game against the Dallas Cowboys, Sean Phillips really dodged the bullet there by not getting any more seriously hurt than he was, and the reason for that is his poor tackling fundamentals. There's that sport, life's blood, is how you engage the ball carrier and bring him to the ground, and that skill has been eroded from the sport for the last 30 years. I could go back and watch every football game with you and point out on every play bad form, bad tackling. And everybody ducks their head, especially these cornerbacks and the smaller players in the backfield. They duck their heads, and they don't know how to tackle. They don't keep their head up. They are committing a terrible injustice to the sport. And unless you fix it, you're going to have more and more of these.
When you played, Fred, you played during the tape me up and put me back in era. Jack Youngblood famously playing a game on a broken leg. Is it something that you gave any thought to during your playing days?
Well, I had 7 concussions, hospitalized with 5 of them, and for the last 4 years, I've been under the care of Dr. Christine Krause out here in Newport Beach, and I've had over 120 hours of neurofeedback treatment, and for specific because of concussions and the bruising on the front.
Yeah. Okay. Chocolate.
So you don't believe that it's.
Fred, I'm sorry. Hang on a second. I want a vanilla kind of coffee, please. I need some caffeine. Right. Okay. I didn't want anyone to hear that. Fred, I goofed up. Go ahead. I know that doesn't happen on your radio show.
How does the NFL fix the problem? Are you saying that part of the problem is due to poor fundamentals, and that's why there are more concussions today?
One of the big misnomers is when they say it's helmet to helmet. Well, you have a helmet because there is helmet to helmet. But the problem is that when those two helmets meet, they're not meeting the right way. You know, you can't lead with the crown of your head. You can't target people's helmets. If you had a skill and a technique that you practice, you wouldn't have that helmet-to-helmet targeting problem. And so all of this stuff started a long time ago at the lower levels in college. You know, and if you go to Pee Wee football today, nothing is being taught to those little kids. They're just a bunch of bag of cartilage and bone and skin, those guys. And they put these helmets that don't fit on them. It's a joke. It's embarrassing. The uniform hangs on them. They teach them nothing. And the one thing they get out of it is the fact that you have some guy who, you know, who's a contractor, shows up with a bag of balls, and starts yelling at them for an hour and a half, and they think that that's an organized sport. And there's nothing being taught. It's not brought forward from high school. It's not being brought forward from college. And when they get to pro football, none of these guys, as odd as it may seem, can tackle worth a damn. And there's footage and there's film every Sunday to prove it.
You know, Fred, you pretty much described how I show up with a big bag of balls every day. Fred, brother, did you see the movie Concussion?
No, but the odd thing is that a year ago they sent me the script and I read it.
Wow.
You know, and you know, I'm an actor for hire, Mancow.
I know. So I've seen Mr. Horn's selfies with you. I'm very jealous because I want to be Fred Dreyer's friend. I don't know how I'm doing ingratiating myself, but why not more Hunter movies? You still look great.
Well, I still have my wit. You know, I'm those neurofeedback sessions really helped me. I'm not being facetious about it. You know, you've got a lot of people here. I spoke to a guy on the radio yesterday out of Dallas, and he said that Tony Dorsett's not doing well, and I knew that. And I told him, I said, have Tony call me, and I'll put him in touch with somebody that can address these types of things and probably try to help the guy. You know, and what I'm amazed at is that these players who are suffering with this affliction, many of them don't know what to do about it. And it's very awkward for the family and the friends, and so when it comes down to my situation with my concussions, you know, they brain map you. They do a mapping of your brain, and you get to see the spots on your head that were bruised from those specific concussions.
I want to do it. I want to do brain mapping on my wife. Let's see if they can find anything. I'm telling you, it's driving me crazy. Fred Dreyer, L.A. Rams, Hunter. I love that show, Hunter. Aren't you doing a new TV show with Sharon Stone?
Well, yeah, we did until they canceled it.
Oh, never mind. I wish I would have seen it. Whoops. You know, the good news is he won't remember this. I hope. I hope this part he forgets. Oh, God.
No, that's the way it is. You know, you do these things, you show up, you do it, and they see you. Good luck with it. And if they call you, then you can do more shows. If not, you move on.
Stephen J. was a very close friend of mine.
Stephen J. Cannell?
Yeah,
and one of the nicest men I've ever met.
God, I love that guy.
Yeah, he was. We used to talk often in his office over there on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yep.
And he would
created Rockford Files and all these great shows.
Created
Greatest American Hero.
Oh yeah, he had everything. He had $1 billion.
He loved you. He loved you, brother. And he had the worst story I ever. You know, his son.
Yeah.
Son dug a big hole on the beach there in Hollywood, and Daddy, look at me! And the family rushed over, and the thing collapsed, and they couldn't get him out.
Oh my God!
And the whole family. Daddy, I did a cave. And they all went over and looked in the cave, and the sun's waving, and the whole hill fell on the kid, and they couldn't dig him out in time.
What?
Yeah, how do you think that would affect you? Yeah. How do you think that would affect you? Fred Dreyer, yes.
Fred,
I gotta go.
Looks like you're going to have football there again in L.A. Are your Rams coming back, or what do you think?
Well, there was nobody for 20 years. Now there's like 16 teams.
Yeah, now everybody wants to be in L.A. all of a sudden.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, one or two teams, okay, but, dial it down a little bit. You know, you got
Look.
I'll see you at Rayo's in L.A. All right, brother. Fred Dreyer.
By the way, the Rams are going to build their stadium in Inglewood, they're talking about. Inglewood. Ugh.
Yeah, but that's where the Staples Center is.
For the community, yeah. Yeah, run to your car, kids.
Yeah.
Run. Chip playing a song. You know what it is? Call and win. Alex, Southside, what do you think?
What's
up, Mancow?
Hey, bud.
Love your groove. Good morning, crew.
Thank you, man.
That.
He loves my do.
You're cool.
Oh, I thought he said do for
That is a
Dr.
very
H. Hairstyle.
manly
Thank you.
haircut.
What's that?
You got a new haircut. It's very manly.
Thank you, man.
Fits your
Claudio
face
did.
well.
My brother-in-law Claudio did that.
Looks very good.
Okay.
What does Fender smell like?
Thank you. What's up?
All right. Is the name of the song Bad Company?
Bad Company. No, sir. What song is Chip playing? You know. Wait, but this guy's calling from the South Side. I got a joke. Chip, what song is it? Don't tell. He's doing all that with his move. That's pretty cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
One machine.
97.9 The Loop now presents the Mancow half-hour dirty joke. The first part now, the punchline in a half hour. The Mancow half-hour dirty joke. Patent pending. Exclusively on the Mancow Radio Show.
Here we go. The punchline will be at 8:45. At 8:45, half-hour dirty joke. A half hour from now.
Nice.
How do you spot your Polish mother in a cow pasture on the south side of Chicago?
Okay.
How do you spot your Polish mom?
Wow.
You're Polish, aren't you?
Dzień dobry.
And your mom's funeral was yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're Southsider. Okay. How do you spot your Italian moms?
Oh, okay. So that's not.
How do you spot the Southside mom in the cow pasture?
Okay.
The punchline in
At 8:45.
in a half hour. This weekend, it is happening. Guns N' Roses weekend, and it's the Appetite for the 80s weekend. Lots of Guns N' Roses songs.
Nice.
Your top 5 favorite Guns N' Roses song. I'm going to ask you in a second. Adler, by the way, you guys all said poo-poo. Poo-poo, poo-poo, you poo-pooed me. You're horsing around. I don't want that horse in the studio. And then I told you Adler would be back. We told you, and nobody believed me. Adler will be back, right?
Adler will be back.
Adler will be part, maybe not every song, but he will be a special
He will
guest.
be a part of a special guest. The fans have spoken.
Steven Adler joins us
they
tomorrow.
Want the original band, not
All
just
right.
a couple guys.
All right. Izzy, though, is out for sure. Izzy will not be joining them.
He's got $50 million. He can fall off his wall and break his neck like you would do.
All right, Chameleon. The top 5 best Guns N' Roses songs. Go.
Mr. Brownstone, Night Train, It's So Easy, I Used to Love Her, and My Michelle, number 5.
There you go. He's got good taste.
Wall-to-wall 80s rock all this weekend on the Loop. I will be listening. Hope you will, too. Sports headlines coming up next.
Blackhawks try for their 5th win in a row and the newest members of baseball's Hall of Fame.
Get your Mancow swag at Mancow.com. Shirts, hats, a Mancow wristwatch, a Mancow toothbrush, a Mancow Jeep. Yes, you heard me right, friends.
A Mancow Jeep, a Mancow edition Jeep.
Mancow.com. Need a gift for that
Mancow.com.
derelict brother of yours? Mancow.com. Want to pick up a little sexy number for your dog? Mancow.com. The only website in the world that will make all your dreams come true. It's Mancow.com. That's a man and a cow.com. Mancow.
Rocco DeSpirito is coming up, the celebrity chef. We just had on Fred Dreyer from the Rams. We had Brian Urlacher on again today. It was yesterday and today. You know what he told me?
What?
The greatest radio show he's ever done in his life was today. That's what he said to me off the air.
Wow.
The best radio show in Chicago, the best radio. He had more fun today than he's ever had on any other radio show. I'm very flattered by that.
Wow.
Mancow. Okay, let's go to Brian. Different Brian, New Lenox. Hello.
Hey, man, how love your show?
Hey, send in the Greek. What's his name?
Johnny
Moron.
Chops. Johnny
Okay.
Chops did a phone scam, too.
No, don't. We're not going to play that.
Oh, why not?
Hang on a minute, Brian.
Will he be sweaty when he comes in?
He will.
disgusting.
When Mancow opens his mouth,
Come here.
all the sweat. Watch Mancow say something.
here.
Watch the sweat.
Spell that out. Spell that right there.
Lenux.
Lenux is not how you spell Lennox, stupid ass. Okay, Brian, go ahead.
All right, she blinded me with Science by Thomas Dolby.
No, sir. Get him on the mic. Lennox. Listen. 8:24. I don't have a lot of time. God, I'm just waiting around. Kathy's going to have to be the fake supportive thing. Love Cheese wants to punch him. It's so fake.
What's fake?
Is it because he's Greek?
I like him.
Yeah.
I like his attitude. I like his style.
What's not to like?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not that humble, I'll tell you that right now.
He's just beyond stupid.
It's his name's day today.
He's Fat Lemmy.
You should be nice to him.
Okay. So I want to say something. Let me say something about that.
Oh,
okay.
it's your name's day. Nice.
It is my name's day.
St. John's Day today. Χρόνια πολλά.
Ευχαριστώ.
See, I blame you, man.
Blah, blah, blah. What a beautiful language.
30 seconds ago,
Durka
he was
durka
not in the
baklava.
studio.
Blah, blah, blah.
Now
Blah,
he's
blah,
in
blah.
the
Stick together,
studio.
you know that.
That's your fault.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Let's see if the Greeks talk to the Poles. No.
Okay.
My grandmother made you cookies, Mancow. She's 89.
Let me try one of them. Is there anything in them?
Why did she make cookies?
They're
Okay,
like
Chip, hang on.
a pound cake cookie, with a powdered sugar. But yeah, she made me cookies for my name's day.
And you brought some from Mancow?
Yeah, they're kurabieves.
Aww.
Kurabieves.
Oh, well, those are kurabieves.
That's really nice. That's a very sweet thing. And you brought him in here to yell at him?
You called it, bro.
See?
Fake supportive. I want to punch him.
I think that's
Johnny.
very sweet. It's his name.
Johnny
so he likes
Chops.
to cheat everybody.
Again, let me describe him. He looks about 50. You're how old?
I'm 22 now.
He's 22. He's about 150 pounds overweight.
He looks like
You can see
Lemmy.
his ass. You can see the front. His belly's hanging out. His pants are too small. He's wearing thick sideburns. Okay.
Thimble for a rig.
Okay. Thimble for a rig. Okay.
He looks like Fat Bastard, actually. From Austin Powers.
You're right. Oh my God, he does.
Kathy?
Yeah.
Abe the Chameleon?
Yeah.
Everybody? I need everybody to be quiet.
Okay.
Okay? There's something that I hate maybe more than anything else in life, and that is stupidity. Okay? And the fact that look, you see what just happened? He's not kidding. You do look like Fat Bastard. You're disgusting to look at. And, okay? I'm in here trying, there's a lot of pressure on us. Okay? A lot of pressure. I'm standing here. This guy comes in, stands next to me. I'm alone in the room this morning, alone in the studio. It's my name's day. Dude, honestly, I can't stand you. I don't like you. I don't like him even a little bit. He's so stupid, and you guys think he's amusing. Why would you? I just want to know the mindset. When you know I don't like you, I don't want you near me. I don't like you around me. You see that I'm busy. I got all the newspapers. I got the computer going. I'm pulling audio. You come in and stand next to me and tell me it's name's day.
I start off with a good morning. I give you cookies that my grandmother made for you with her own sweat and tears.
Okay.
Ew.
The sweat's still on his hands right now.
See, and he's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And then he hands me cookies. Brother, I don't know. Looking at you, you look filthy. I imagine your grandmother's dirty.
Oh, my God.
You can't say, come on, man. It's not politically correct. You can't say anything about grandma because he's less than desirable.
Okay.
He's clothed in failure, but not grandma.
Okay. My point is, guys, I don't know how dirty his house. I mean, look, you can smell him. You can see him. You know he's dirty.
It's kabibble.
No.
Okay?
I shave and bathe.
Okay. See?
Get security.
I don't think he was trying to be funny.
My point is, guys, you think I'm going to eat cookies from somebody I don't know? They're going to hand me cookies?
No.
This guy comes in. It's a darkened room.
Yeah.
It's 4:00 this morning.
Right.
It's my name's day.
Yeah.
Like the guy thinks, it's your name's day. Let's celebrate you, loser. And then he hands me these cookies that some old lady made. I don't know.
I'll bet you $5 if you go through it, there's a hair in one of them.
I guarantee there's cat hair in here or something.
I guarantee you can pick one of them up by a hair.
Brother,
Why do you have to be so mean to him? Why can't you just say thank you?
I don't like him.
So what?
Okay? And by the way, the cookie bringers at work are always the laziest people. Cookie bringers at work are always the lazy idiots. Here, I brought cookies. Oh, well, then don't do your job today. He screws up. Everything he touches, he screws up. I don't care. It's a stupid Greek names day. I'm not Greek. I don't even know what that means. Sorry, I hear that. My wife has Greek friends. It's our daughter's names day. I don't know what that means. I had a name. Who cares? We all have names. Big deal. And my name for you is Jag-off, stupid, fat-ass, tubby, lard, dummy, jackal. Get out. Get out and take your grandmother's cookies, or I'm going to put them in the trash.
He made his grandma make those cookies for you.
Get out!
That's so mean.
Hey, come back! What did I say? Take the cookies, or I'm going to put them in the trash. Just do your job. I don't want gifts. Do your job.
He doesn't get any trim for sure.
He said 31
Oh, no,
women.
he's a liar.
He slept with 31 girls.
Who would get under that?
Are you kidding me? It's a nightmare.
Dan.
Yes, sir, Mancow. I love your show.
I don't do my job, but here's cookies, and it's Greek Day.
He's like the bear from The Revenant.
I don't care. He does look like that. Dan, what's up?
Mancow, I think I got the answer for the Chip song.
Come on.
I think it's Electric Avenue.
Oh, I wish it was. It's not. I wish it was. 8:30, 15 more minutes until the punchline. 8:45. I mean, at least Turd had some charm about him. Why? This guy's just a fat moron without charm. He's not funny.
I think he wants to be the new Turd.
No, yeah, good luck.
God, we still have the real Turd.
We have the real one on the phone. Chip, you remember Turd?
Yeah.
Turd the trash man? I think he picks up trash in your neighborhood.
I like Turd. He lives at Turd Mountain, right?
Turd, by the way, he called me. Turd, are you there?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
So evidently you want...
Thank you.
You won an award for being the best trash man or something?
I got nominated for Driver of the Year. And what they do, that means I get a new truck. They put my name on the side of the door and everything. I get a jacket. I get all kinds of stuff. It's pretty exciting.
He was very excited and told me he got best trash truck driver in the South Side. And how do you respond to that?
Good for him.
I'm sorry.
That's an awesome. You know how much money they pay?
Congratulations.
It's a ton of money.
No, I know. Working here at the Loop would be he'd lose money.
He's done very well.
What's up, brother?
Well, I want to give my sympathy and condolences to Chip.
Chip's mom passed away. The funeral was yesterday.
Thanks, Turd. I really appreciate that, buddy.
And I do give the guy a lot of crap, but I'm sincere with this. And I just went through this with my grandma. She passed away recently, and like the hospice and all that stuff, it's horrible. We went into the room. We had the whole family there. Me, my brother, the moron, my other brother.
Oh, yeah.
And my grandma's sitting there. She just passed away, and she's sitting on his bed. And you know that it's a machine that's connected to the bed. So my brother thinks it's an oxygen machine, and he goes, "Well, we don't need this anymore." So my brother Jimmy shuts it off. What it was an air mattress was connected to the bed. So all of a sudden, my dead grandma starts folding in half.
Oh my God!
Starts going up in the air. And now her ankles are by her ears, so I got a dead grandma taco going on.
Right.
And I'm telling you right now, we were all sitting there crying. My nephews, everything, we're all there. This was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. So we just said, we don't need this. He hits the button, and next thing you know, boom! My grandma folds right in half. Well, we're at the nursery. I couldn't stop laughing for an hour.
This is him trying to make you feel better, Chip. Thanks, Turd. That was great.
Those are very encouraging. Thank you, Turd. Really appreciate that. God bless your grandmother as well.
Tim Blake Nelson, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, man. You've been in some great movies.
Yeah, it's been a nice life so far.
Before we get to the new one, which I cannot wait to see, we've heard different stories. You were in Lincoln with Daniel Day-Lewis. Was he really Lincoln the entire time?
He was. He was Lincoln the entire time. And
I'll tell you a very funny, quick story, which is that I wasn't in this scene, but I was told that it occurred by several actors. The first day he was working with Hal Holbrook, Hal had been told, "Look, you've got to tell him that you got to call him Mr. President. He's not Daniel Day-Lewis, and he doesn't want to be addressed as anyone but Lincoln, and that includes not only during scenes but between scenes, whenever you see him, whether on set or off." So it was the moment they were meeting, and I guess, I don't know, Hal was either willfully ignoring this admonition or he'd forgotten it, and so he starts talking to
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel, and calling him Daniel and telling him what a wonderful actor he was, and Daniel kept trying to deflect it, saying, trying to communicate with this elder statesman actor in a way that worked for both of them, and saying stuff in the Lincoln voice like, "Well, I've enjoyed your work over the years as well, which is why, of course, I've invited you into this meeting, sir, to talk about abolition." And he kept trying to steer the conversation. And finally, Steven Spielberg rushed over and said, "Hal, we're really talking to the president as just the president. So you want to address him as just the president." And Hal said, "Okay, I understand." And then he turned to Daniel Day-Lewis and he said, "But you were effing great in that wheelchair movie."
My left foot. Wow.
He didn't say effing, of course.
We had Sally Field on the show around the time that movie came out, and she said that they were at McDonald's. Sally Field and Daniel Day-Lewis were at McDonald's, and he was Abe Lincoln at McDonald's.
That makes total sense.
No, it makes no sense. I don't know how you do it.
Right.
It was amazing. It was great, and it brought everyone's game up, and it's part of what made that movie so extraordinary.
Okay, look.
Steven Spielberg had a lot to do with it, too.
Oh, something to do with it. Yeah. The Hulk, Meet the Fockers, Holes, you've done so many great movies. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? Is that probably your most famous work? I mean, as the lead in that with...
Yeah, it just sort of depends where I am. Certainly when I'm in the South, it's "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," for which I'm recognized. But, sometimes it's this movie, it's Holes.
The Thin Red Line? Oh, my God. What a masterpiece.
Well, Thin Red Line, I'm barely in.
Okay.
I spent 5.5 months there, but I'm barely in the movie.
Tim Blake Nelson, listen, this movie, help me say the name of it.
Anesthesia.
It is Anesthesia?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get at the dentist's office, although there's not a dentistry scene in the movie.
But it is every review. These are the most incredible reviews I've read, I think, in a year. Everybody is saying this thing's a masterpiece, and it looks weird. I have to see this. Can you describe it to me? It's a puppet movie.
It's a movie that takes place in New York City right now. It explores a set of disparate lives that center around this mugging on the street late one night. And ultimately, it explores whether advances in technology, the technological revolution, if you will, that brings us closer to what was our original notion of God, almost, in that we can talk to one another on devices across the planet. We can rocket ourselves into space, but mainly social media technology, and all we have, and how that puts us in relief against our humanness, because it seems so superhuman. And yet, the movie asks, is there still room for introspection, and asking ourselves the basic human questions that the philosophers have always been asking, and whether or not those questions are actually not just as important now, but maybe even more important. And so the guy at the center of the movie is a philosophy professor, played brilliantly by Sam Waterston, who's kind of the chorus for the film.
I got the movies mixed up. I was thinking of that puppet movie that was in theaters.
Oh, Animalosia, which is a Charlie Kaufman movie, and that's going to be fantastic as well.
But you understand how I got the two movies mixed up?
I do.
God, what a jackhole I am.
Maybe you even had hoped you were going to be speaking with Charlie Kaufman.
No, I'm happy with Tim Blake Nelson. And I will go see Anesthesia as well. It opens this weekend?
Yes, Friday night.
All right, brother. I wish you best of luck with it, and I've enjoyed your performances, and great actor there. Nice having you on the program. Sports headlines coming up.
Blackhawks try for their 5th win in a row, and the newest members of the Baseball Hall of Fame.
I want to play a song for you, and you tell me who's upset about this song being stolen. Do you know it, Al, already?
I would have.
This is a new song.
This is an actual song.
Yes.
This is not like a parody song.
What?
This is not a parody song?
No, this is a brand new song. Well, yeah, okay. Hang on. The punchline to the half-hearted joke is coming up in 5 minutes. You know what song this is? Call and win. Let's go to John. That's all in one instrument. Hello.
Hey, Mancow.
Hey, what's up?
I think it's Beat It, Michael Jackson.
No, sir. You don't know the name Nicholas Caldwell, do you?
No, I do not.
This is him singing. He died yesterday. He had a big hit with this. This song went to number 1 for the band called The Whispers. People's Choice Awards last night, and I made the choices I said not to watch.
Yeah.
Netflix.
I tuned in to watch Vin Diesel cry. Just as I turned it in, it was like Vin Diesel was crying.
The Ridiculous Six, the racist movie. We've heard it's so racist against Native Americans. The most successful show in Netflix history by far. It's a huge hit. Amy Schumer met her Chicago boyfriend, a furniture designer, on an app called Bumble.
Oh, you know what that is, right?
What?
That's where the women have full control.
Right.
So only women could reach out to you. You can't reach out to the women. It's
Bumble.
up to them.
Bumble. And she met some guy. Good news, bad news. The bad news is he has to be with Amy Schumer.
Yeah, exactly. She's so brave.
So listen to this. Sound familiar?
Yeah, it's almost like note for note.
Yeah, it's a loss.
They have finally decided to give Duran Duran credit. It's a ripoff of Duran Duran. Love Cheese put them together. Can you believe that, Al? You still a Duran Duran fan?
I am still a Duran Duran fan.
They got to be coming this year, don't they?
As long as there are fat white women in the world.
Were they saying that they didn't steal it at first?
Let's go to Debbie. Debbie, hello.
Hi, Mancow. Love your show. I wondered what happened with Chip. Chip, I'm so sorry. You know I love you. I'm the pouch lady.
Yeah, she's got that big pouch that hangs over her belt.
Upper pouch area?
Yeah, the fat upper pelvic area.
It doesn't matter.
The
She's
fupa.
adorable. Thank you so much, darling. Really
Sorry about
appreciate that.
Sorry about your mom. The pouch lady. Hope my wife has never noticed the pouch lady.
Chip knew she was.
Oh, you won't tolerate that because you're so cosmetic. It's ridiculous.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
your
about?
wife gets fat? You're looking at every other trim in every corner.
Well,
you can't stop yourself. Okay?
I do talk with her, by the way. I do talk with her.
And
here's the deal.
Pouch, no tree trunk wheels, no stretch marks.
5 pounds. What do I say?
Yeah, you're.
Well, you know what?
If they come on,
they go for the 5 pounds. They're going to take the 10.
That's it.
Absolutely.
You've got to express to your wife. And Kathy, you see.
Yeah.
My wife, I say to her, you want to sit around the couch and get fat? The girls at work are in shape. They'd like to live here with me.
Oh, of course they would.
It would be a dream. Are you kidding?
Yeah, with a baby on.
No, but Kathy, what do you think about that?
5 pounds.
Yeah. If you
Take
you let her take 5 pounds, she's going to take 10.
Okay, that pisses me off, but
why?
the same goes for men, too.
Yeah, but who cares about us?
Well, the dad
As I'm sitting here, what is this? What is this I'm drinking?
700 calories. That's got 10,000 calories in it.
What is it I'm drinking as I'm talking about my wife?
I can look that up.
Cream with a straw.
That's what it's called.
You're drinking a venti vanilla bean frappuccino.
Okay, will you look
that's
at?
probably like 700 calories.
Will you look up how many calories?
I'm
okay.
trying to
Make
do
sure
that
to
right
type
now.
in whipped cream because they only give it without the whipped cream.
And with whole milk.
This is
because
huge
that's
with
what he
whipped
got.
cream. So, anyway, I'm just saying.
God, that looks good.
And yet, if my wife
Yeah, it does.
gains 5, my wife is still in great shape. So.
She really is. You must starve her.
Oh, does she wear her boots well? I just seen her. She's adorable.
Did you see the video yet of Mike Tyson falling off a hoverboard?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been ordered bed rest. Personal assistants have come out and talked about working with stars. And some of the secrets they're revealing they're really something.
What jerks? You know, you're lucky you get a job with these stars, and then you have to go give up all their. Isn't that part of the job? If you're a personal assistant of a star, don't you keep all their secrets to yourself?
I'll never forget the guy that told me off. The guy that told me off, told me to go blank myself and all this, and he's working with a bigger star, and Charlie Sheen had hired him as a personal assistant. And see you later. I'm headed to Hollywood. I don't need Chicago and your stupid show. And he told me he was hateful. The next day he comes back. Charlie said he was just high and didn't mean it. Can I have my job back?
Oh, my
No!
God. Never do that.
No!
Wow.
Brother, I want you to flip that bacon over there. We got sports headlines coming up.
Blackhawks try for their 5th win in a row and the newest members of the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Okay. We'll tell you what personal assistants revealed coming up. Yes, ADD News is coming up. So we played for you. You got to flip that bacon there, Love Cheese. Keep it flipped.
My bad.
We played for you the kid yesterday, the little baby that discovered bacon. God, is bacon wonderful. Do you think if the Muslim world started eating bacon, they'd be happier?
I love it. If I could wrap your foot in bacon and eat it.
So listen, I'd give you about 20 minutes to do that. Let me tell you something.
I wish you could wrap my foot in bacon and eat it.
You don't have a foot. I know, it's awful. Flip that. Good job, Love Cheese. So, Iran and Saudi Arabia could go to war here right now. Have you heard about this? Sunni versus Shiite. And I want to tell you something. I want to make this very clear. Sunni versus Shiite killing each other, okay? Just like south side of Chicago with gangbangers, when you hear one gangbanger killing another gangbanger.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Iran versus Saudi Arabia, I am on both sides. Both of you. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. I was on yesterday, by the way.
Both of you fight. Go for it, please. I only hope our delightful idiot in chief doesn't want us involved with that. Can we let the Muslims fight without us getting involved for once? I'm telling you, if they had bacon, I think they'd be happier in the Middle East. Here is a baby trying bacon.
It's a Muslim baby.
That's the problem. Now the baby's going to hell. That is the negative. I still feel this way when I have bacon.
Bacon!
See, at around that point, I'm like, okay, it's not cute anymore. Now here's a baby who just learned the word donkey.
Donkey?
Loves the word.
Why is that so funny? Kangaroo? Donkey?
Donkey is a funnier word.
Why is donkey so funny? Turtle? Goose?
Huh?
Donkey?
Yeah.
By the way, 500 calories there in your Frappuccino.
Oh, God.
18 grams of fat, 76 carbs.
Adam, hello. Why'd you have to ruin it for me? Oh, I asked.
Hey,
Adam.
Good morning, Mancow. Love your show.
Thank
I was
you, brother.
on in reference to your Duran, you guys discussing the ripoffs, and with some musical background, I there's only a finite number of chords and notes in the musical scale. And my question to you is, at what point do you think?
Well, wait. Hold on a second, because you're bringing me to my next point. Chip, you guys had a pretty good career ripping off the Beatles, didn't you?
Oh, every band is. If you show me a band without influences, man, Kyle, I'll show you a band who hasn't written one note.
What about My Shovel?
Nice.
It is Nirvana Shovel. Yeah. The shovel dropped on the ice. It sounds like Nirvana.
The remix?
It's amazing. The shovel dropped. It sounds like Nirvana. So how talented was that Seattle hippie? A shovel did it.
That's pretty good.
Hello.
How you doing there, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I understand that you have a donkey for sale?
Yes,
I only have one more baby for sale right now. We just sold the other one. But the last baby is 6 months old, and he's a little Jack.
Well, that's a little too young for me, ma'am. How do you have anything a little bit older?
We have some older genies for sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
What are you looking for to do?
Just something I can have fun with, play around with, you know what I mean?
Okay, so they're not going to be like pasture guards or anything like that?
Hang on one second. Wait, what's that?
They're not going to be like pasture guards for cows or anything like that, are they?
No, these are bottoms.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I said I'm going to use them as bottoms.
What is that?
We just have a few donkeys here and there just to mix things up a little bit. Can you tell me more about the older ones?
Yeah. Some of them, the ages range from
but tell me more about the way they look.
They're gray. Just your regular old gray.
What else?
They're just a regular old gray.
How's the ass? Woo! Hello?
From the waist down, he's a donkey. And you just heard that from this honky. It's Al Roker Jr. with sports.
Open wide for Chunky.
Brother, I can't open wide enough.
Try. I think I can.
Break his jaw.
Blackhawks and Penguins at the United Center. Hawks trying for their 5th win in a row and 2nd in 2 nights over the Pens. Artemi Panarin on fire. 2 goals against the Penguins.
I thought he was really on fire.
Tuesday night. 2 more last night. Hawks win 3-1. Coach Q pleased with the way the Hawks have been playing since the Christmas break.
You have some momentum going right now. You want to try to sustain it as best you can, but coming after that loss, coming into the Christmas break, coming out of it with a loss, I still didn't mind the way we played in parts of those 2 games. And, getting that first road win, getting above 500 on the road has been positive as well. And but I think we've got more consistency throughout the game and more balance in our 4-9 rotation.
They're home against Buffalo tomorrow night. The Bulls will go for their 6th win in a row when they play tonight at the United Center against the Celtics. The Baseball Hall of Fame.
Wait a minute. The half-hour dirty joke. I got to do it right now.
Okay. 10 minutes late.
She's the one that doesn't have a bell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Class of 2016 welcomed in just 2 members this year. Ken Griffey Jr., who most notably played for Seattle, but spent some time on the south side with the Sox. And longtime Dodger and Met catcher Mike Piazza Jr. gets in with a record 99% of the vote.
Hold on a second. Josh.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Love your show. Long-time listener since I was in high school in the 90s, man.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Love your crew. It's changed over the years, but it's still fantastic.
No, this is the core band. This is the best band here we got.
Listen.
Yeah.
I have a joke for you.
Okay.
How is bacon like women?
How is bacon like women? Which reminds me, Love Cheese. Flip that bacon over there. Yeah,
Love bacon. Love bacon.
Yeah, I love bacon, too. So you tell me.
It looks good. It smells good. Tastes good. Slowly killing men.
UFC President Dana White has announced that women's bantamweight champion Holly Holm will defend her title again before a rematch with Ronda Rousey. He didn't announce an opponent or a date. Late last night, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fired head coach Lovie Smith. And happy birthday to Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Jameis Winston, 22 years old. If you'd like to get him a gift, you can't go wrong with a fistful of stolen crab legs. That's Mancow's In Your Face Sports on 97.9 The Loop.
Killing Manda.
Josh! You're the funniest human being that ever lived! Mancow. The song that Chip is playing there, I can't believe one machine makes all these noises. It's called a Moog. M-O-O-G. Chip, how long you had that?
A couple of years. I stole it from Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails.
It's one of his old...
That's right.
Incredible. What song is he playing? Call and Win. Al lives in a mansion.
Some words only some people are allowed to use. Other people aren't allowed to use certain words. Like mansion. The only people who are allowed to use that word are people who don't live inside one. It always has to be about someone else's house.
Have you seen where they live? They live in a mansion!
People in it are disqualified from ever calling it that. No one's ever allowed to say, well, things seem to be winding down here at the restaurant. I have an idea. Why don't we all head back to my mansion? You won't need directions, you'll see it. It looks down upon all your homes.
Jason, hello.
Hey, Mancow, I love your show.
Hey, brother, what is it? Thank you,
It is Born to be Wild.
Born to be Wild!
Hell
yeah! Guns N' Roses all weekend. Sabbath tickets. Gilmore tickets. AC/DC tickets. Stay tuned. Born to be Wild. That was it. On the loop.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of the guns at once and explode into space. I like smoking lightning. Heavy metal thunder. Racing with the wind. And the feeling that I'm under. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of the guns at once and explode into space. Like a true nature's child. We were born to be wild. We can climb so high. I never wanna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild.
You guys still doing the 6 hours for $600?
No, we're done.
When are you guys starting up again?
We'll start probably in April.
And how many strippers you get?
I got to look at my log per account. We wound up with a decent amount, though. It was pretty good.
So you get more than one stripper, and you get her for 6 hours?
Striper.
Striper. Wait a minute. Let me get my glasses on here. I'm looking at your ad in the paper. I thought it was strippers. What's a striper?
It's a fish.
My bad. Sorry about that. I'm looking for strippers. Hello?
Hey, I'm April Rose, your Luke Rock girl,
man.
and for some reason, everything I say sounds dirty, but it's not. I start with a C and end with a T. I'm hairy, oval, delicious, and if you bite into me, you'll get a white liquid all over your face. Okay, perverts, get your mind out of the gutter now and call Mancow. 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. It sounds dirty, but it's not.
Her new calendar is, oh man, spank-worthy. Oh, what? Well, let me turn on the radio and take a listen, yes.
Hey, it's April Rose, get revved up with me.
Whoa, she's beautiful. Woo, I'm talking about April Rose. And she looks wild, wild, wild!
Are you ready for the new Loop Rock girl? She's got the ass seen around the world. For you Chi-Town boys salute when a flag unfurls. Well, guess who's back on the airwaves? Now I don't know what you have heard. What I need right now is the original Loop Rock girl. She's a vision from coast to coast, coast to coast. See the shining sea, see the shining sea. Hey, April, you're the perfect toast, head to toes. Show me your bright eyes and your creamy thighs. All right, I'm talking about April Rose.
1 out of 12, 1 out of 12. A 415 man with a gun. 1 out of 12, no warrant.
Justin, hello.
Mancow, how's it going? Love you, love your show, love the crew.
Thank you, man. What's up, sir?
All right, so Al Roker earlier made a comment about how Chicago cops, if you're white, it's kind of like, oh, hey, you guys are good, get out of here kind of thing. From what I took it as, at least, and I've got a story completely negates that.
No, I've had cops be jag-offs to me. Look, everybody has. It's not a color thing. It's a jag-off thing. And if you don't it's a power trip. If you don't do as you're told, they'll kill you. That's it.
And that's exactly what it was. Me and my buddy, I was pretty drunk. He was driving my car. We were going downtown to pick up some girls, and I had some open containers of alcohol in the car, and it was in the 90s, right after the police came out. We had the windows blanked.
Okay, so what happened? What happened?
The cop pulls us over, pulls me out. Like I said, I'm kind of drunk, and he pulls me out of the car, starts, getting up my butt about, you should do this, you should do that, like you shouldn't be driving around, and I'm sitting there.
Okay, well, he's right so far.
And he's in the right.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm just kind of reading him, yes sir, no sir, just kind of get me out of here quick kind of thing. All of a sudden, slap, palms me across the face, hardest I've ever been slapped before in my life.
Well, that's because he talking to you as he was walking with you, getting you away from the dash cam?
Yes.
Oh, see, there you go. They wait till they're out of the dash cam.
Hold on. So
but you should have been drinking and driving.
Trying to tell me that white folks are treated the same way as black folks. I wish they had slapped Laquan McDonald in the face. He'd still be alive.
Very true. But I'm just saying that
poor baby. I was drinking and driving. Poor rich little white boy. I was drinking and driving, and the cops slapped me, and I walked away with a warning. I didn't go to jail. Nothing happened to me. If he was Laquan McDonald, he'd have been shot 16 times for doing nothing.
Oh, yeah, no, but then...
Complaining about. I'd be happy.
All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Tell me what has become of my life. I have a wife and 2 children who love me. I'm a victim of police brutality.
You guys think, seriously, Al, you think it's so easy being a white guy. It's not. Comcast never did come over yesterday. They were scheduled.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That sucks.
They only $20.
Oh.
It's not easy being white, man.
Oh, well, your North Shore problems.
It's brutal.
Oh, so sad.
Front of Rock House Coffee couldn't get a parking space yesterday.
Oh, no. You couldn't buy
I had to walk around the block.
Killing blacks in Chirac. Don't run, they'll shoot you in the back.
Chicago, they're killing black people.
You can't stop. Rum ain't got nothing to say. He's just staring at the sky with a tear in his eye.
And I'm sorry.
Join us, we're gonna march on. Now we got a black lives, a black pride, a piece of so you want. We ain't never gonna knock 'cause we're black. Yes, we're black. They're killing blacks. They're killing blacks. They're killing blacks. Blacks. They're killing blacks. Welcome to Chirac.
Chirac. You know what? I think that grandmother of 5 that opened the door, that old lady,
yeah,
and they killed her, I think she must have opened the door really quick and scared them.
That must have been it. She's a threat.
Ma chère mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure,
ladies and gentlemen,
that we welcome you tonight.
Paul Bocuse
We invite you to relax.
is on the show.
A chair as the dining room.
Grant from Alinea is on.
your dinner.
Rick Bayless is on.
Be our.
And Curtis Duffy from Grace. We're going to do a conference call right now. Rick Tremonto is on. And I want to bring on Rocco DeSpirito, too. Hello, fellows. Rocco, we'll start with you. Rocco, how are you?
I'm good, man.
How are you?
My brother from another mother, man.
You got that right.
How are you?
Listen, and Bourdain is going to join us shortly.
Great.
Rocco, your meatballs, you made how much money in one day? Tell the number.
I can't remember. I know they kicked us off the air, though, so it must have not been that much.
No, your mom went on TV with meatballs.
In QVC, we sold, I think it was $15,000 a minute of meatballs, but I made like a penny off of that. So.
Okay, Rocco, you and I, all three of us were single. You and I and who?
I don't know. You tell me.
Juliana DePandy's husband.
Someone from your crew there.
Rancic?
You, me, and Rancic were all single at the same time.
That's right. I remember that, yeah.
And it was crazy. Those were crazy days. Who got laid more?
They were kind of not as crazy as we hoped they would be, I think. Remember?
No, not me, bud. What are you?
Oh, not you?
Are
Okay.
you married now or something?
You were going nuts.
You were going nuts. What are you talking about?
I don't remember what you're talking about. I really don't.
What is going on here?
Got a significant other there nearby.
To tell you, I've completely lost my memory. Did they not tell you that? I barely remember who you are.
We were riding the Ho train like you wouldn't believe. Look.
We go to that place, Gibson's, right?
Yep. Now, wait. Hold on a minute, Rocco. Bill Rancic, when he announced he was getting married, was it not like our friend had died?
Isn't that true for anybody who gets married?
It was unbelievable. It's like, oh man, he had guys.
You go out and play taps.
He had an apartment. You should have seen this place. You were there, Rocco. He had an apartment over in.
He had an apartment. He had a townhouse.
A townhouse over in Lincoln Park, and I mean, it had a revolving door in the front and back.
Wow.
One would come in, they'd have sex, they'd go out the back. When he got married, Rocco and I were like, oh, like he was dead. Oh my God, him? No, not Bill. Bill? Not Bill. Bill's not getting... No! Rocco, so the way you're talking, have you found love? Is that what's happened?
I found love the day I met you, my friend.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
As much as you like to be mean to me, I know you love me.
Hey, good job on Shark Tank.
Oh, thanks.
He was in
so
Damon's
much.
house,
Yeah,
right?
appreciate that.
What's that?
Cool.
He was cooking it with Damon and his entrepreneur.
Yeah, I wish I had money to have Rocco DeSpirito be my chef.
Come on over and drink a little something.
Yeah, Rocco, get on over here.
Damon's a client. You know, I have a food business, and I now sell those meatballs to people, and Damon's a client, and he loved this shrimp pasta dish so much that I make, so he had me make it on After the Tank, I think it's called, or Shark Tank.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what episode it was.
Where do I get you? How do I get the balls at my house? The meatballs.
How do you get this? How many times can we work off this balls punch?
Yes,
I mean,
RoccoDeSpirito.com. Rocco DeSpirito?
On balls.
Yeah, RoccoDeSpirito.com.
You can get them. I don't sell them.
Oh, you don't do them anymore.
I'm an idiot. I still don't sell them. Can you imagine?
Stupid.
That
Okay.
I don't sell my meatballs.
Do you still do all the?
Over the world.
Do you still do all the cookware?
They're eating them in China.
Do you still do the cookware?
No, I don't do that either. I'm not a shell anymore. It's pathetic.
What do
I'm
you
really
do then?
disappointed with myself.
That's fine.
I'm begging on the strip, panhandling.
Stop it.
I make like 30 grand a year panhandling.
What is? I just had a Starbucks drink. I found out that was over 500 calories. So now's the, I'm not kidding you. I just finished it. So
low calorie Starbucks drink.
So now's the time to talk. Tell me about the negative calorie diet.
It's simple, dude. You know what you're doing. You're in good shape. You eat the foods. You eat more of the foods you should eat, and less of the foods you shouldn't eat. And when you eat the foods you should eat, like green vegetables, fruits, vegetables.
Don't laugh at me, Al Roker. Don't you laugh at me, Al Roker Jr.
Oh, Mancow Muller.
I gained a few pounds since you saw me last.
Jr., you talk to me, my friend. What's going on? What's your problem? Size 42 waist?
Yeah.
He wishes.
I do wish.
He wishes.
8th grade, I had a size 42.
Is it a book? Is it a book, Rocco? The negative calorie diet.
The negative calorie diet is a book. It focuses on the foods you should eat and the foods that burn fat as you eat them. And
okay, what burns fat while you eat it, other than my wife?
Any food that's thermogenic. Please text me a picture of that right now. Thank you. I need to see that. I heard the audio. I need to see the visual that goes with that. So there are foods that cause what's called a thermogenic effect. They raise your metabolic rate, and these foods are most of the foods that are available for us to eat. If you separate the world of food into the good stuff and the bad stuff is actually the minority and the good stuff's the majority. It doesn't look that way when you go out to eat in restaurants and when you go to supermarkets because the marketing is all about the junk food and the packaged food and the processed food because that stuff's more profitable than a head of broccoli. You know, how much can you mark up a head of broccoli? But a box of Hot Pockets, you could mark up, 4,000%.
So you still haven't told me. So is broccoli one of them? What are foods that burn calories?
The list of negative calorie foods starts with almonds, believe it or not. Then apples, citrus, berries, green leafy vegetables, cruciferous vegetables that would include broccoli, cauliflower, that kind of thing.
I love collard greens, man.
Me too.
It's got turkey, chicken, shrimp, lobster.
Shrimp and lobster's in there?
Yeah, shrimp and lobster's in there. You can eat literally like beefsteak Charlie's, all the shrimp you can peel, you can eat. You'll never gain weight. You won't get fat eating shrimp.
Hold on a minute. We got Grant from Millennia hanging on. Rick Tremano is on. Bourdain just joined us.
Yes, sir.
Guy Fieri is just signed up.
He belongs in that group.
We're going to do the chef. What's that?
He belongs in that group, he said.
We, guys, I'm sorry. Rick Bayless is on. Guys, we're going to have to bump this until later on next week. I've run out of time, but Rocco, we did have time for you, and good luck with the negative calorie diet.
I appreciate it.
Sorry to everyone else. We'll get you when we can next time. Yeah, North Korea nuking up, Iran versus Saudi Arabia. Can we just kind of take care of America for a little bit instead of,
let's worry about ourselves.
Just for a little bit. Let's worry about America. Because these jackholes, we got to insert ourselves everywhere where we don't belong. And Kathy, you will tell people, right? If there's no insertion welcome, you don't do it. So we need to stay out of the Middle East for a little bit. Jim, hello, Michigan City.
Mancow, love your show.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I got the answer for the sounds dirty, but it's not.
You try making Middle East radical Muslim politics into a double entendre on the radio.
That's talent.
It is. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you're really good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yes, Michigan City, go ahead.
Yeah, the sounds dirty, but it's not.
Yeah.
Is it a kumquat?
Say that again, please.
Kumquat.
Oh my God! Wait, what's the caller's name, Mancow? What's his name?
Stop that, Jeff. Hello.
Say it again.
Jeff, what do you think? Jeff, hello. Jeff.
Hello.
Yeah, what do you think? Stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
Crescent, however you pronounce it.
Croissant, no. Stop that.
Hey, I'm April Rose, your loop rock girl, and for some reason, everything I say sounds dirty. But it's not. I start with a C and end with a T. I'm hairy, oval, delicious. And if you bite into me, you'll get a white liquid all over your face.
Close.
Okay, perverts, get your mind out of the gutter now and call Mancow. 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL.
Is it a fire
truck?
truck?
Dirty, but it's not.
Bubblegum.
Landscaping.
Listen, I got a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
What's your return policy?
All sales are final.
Well, now, this tree looks just awful.
Right.
It looked good up until a couple of days ago, this Christmas tree I got, and someone's going to get an ass whooping if I don't get some money back on this tree. It's dead.
No, we're not going to give you any money back. I can give you another tree, though, if you want another tree.
Well, this thing's dropping needles like crazy. Hell, I've only had it for 2 months.
Hey.
Yeah?
I know who you are.
You do?
Yes.
Hello, son.
I thought I recognized the voice.
How are you, my son?
Are you trying to sell me more discs?
Well,
more blades?
Who do you think this is?
This is the guy with Superman blade or whatever.
No, what?
The Superman blade you try to sell me for cutting the blocks?
No. This is Larry. No, I'm serious. Someone's getting an ass kicking if I don't get. And I'll tell you, I got properly flocked on this tree. You guys flocked it real good. Now it's just dropping needles.
Yeah, when they have a tendency to dry out in the house, we have no control over that.
Yeah.
Let me put Mike on first, so maybe you maybe have some dealings with him.
All right.
Hang on. Hello?
Yeah, I got this tree in November, and here we are, and this thing's dropping needles. I'm gonna need some money back, or you to take this tree back. It's dead.
What's your Right, what phone number?
What?
Well, for me to get back to you, I need to have a phone number so I can talk to.
Why do you get back to me? I'll meet you over there where I got the tree, and you're gonna take it back, or I'll tell you I'll stick it where the sun don't shine. And when I say that, I'm talking about your ass. How tough a guy are you? I mean, before I don't want to pick a fight I can't win.
Yeah, well, why don't you come back to me next year when we're selling trees again, and I'll be able to take care of you then.
Well, I knew I was getting flocked, but I didn't realize I was getting flocked, if you know what I'm saying.
No, if you bought the flock tree just before Christmas,
no,
with the weather
I bought it in November, but do you understand this tree is dead? There's no roots on the thing. It's all cut off at the base.
Sure. Yeah,
right.
It's not a lock tree. No.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you sold me. Why would you sell dead trees?
Well, because that's what you do for Christmas. You sell fresh cut trees.
Yeah.
Take a hike, okay?
I will. I'll choke you.
Wow. That's a Thomas West.
Dried up tree, oh, dried up tree. You never said, hey, water me.
Erlacher back today, 2 days in a row on the program. Said this was his favorite radio show of all time today.
That's awesome.
Nice. That was quite an honor. Can we play Johnny Vincent, the guy from Ditka's singing again?
Are you guys friends?
Kathy said, no, I don't think so. Yeah. Kathy said...
he sounded like Mariah Carey.
Trying to overdo it like a Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Al, your thoughts on his singing?
I think it's excellent. I love it.
Okay. Rocco DeSpirito
But
just
then again,
on.
I'm trying to get a free steak out of it.
Fred Dreyer, a tomahawk steak. Oh, that's another thing that guy's done to me a couple times. He works at Ditka's.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Right.
Come on over, man. Let's have lunch.
Yeah.
Here's the bill.
And I get the bill. He works. That tomahawk steak is $48.
Wow.
He doesn't even get a discount? Well, not when you're paying.
No, but that's another thing. Next time. That's next time.
No. I had to bring my wallet this time.
That's the other thing. They do that at Jersey Mike's to me.
What's that?
It's free sub time. You know, you
eat, the shore card.
Whatever, whatever. You eat 50 subs, you get one free. It's like free sub day. And I'm like, it's free sub day, so I'll have da-da-da-da. And they like, great. That'll be $11.
Yeah.
What?
No, it's free sub day today.
Right.
Oh, God, we rung it up. You get it next time.
Oh, God.
That's annoying. Should have presented that card first.
Adam, hello.
Yes,
Valparaiso.
Love your show.
What do you think, brother?
I'm thinking it's custard.
Custard is not right.
Oh, the land.
So Johnny Vincent.
Custard ends with a T.
At North.
Custard.
I know. Custard. So here is Johnny Vincent. Did he overdo it singing the national anthem, or is it great?
And the home of the brave.
What do you think?
I'm not impressed.
All
So
press is
what?
good press for a guy like Johnny Vincent. He's
I
kind of
guess so.
obscure, and this put him on the map.
Okay, let's go to JP and Huntley. JP, hello.
Huge.
Hey, man, God, love the show.
Thank you, brother.
I got the answer for the dirty or not.
Sounds dirty, but it's not. April Rose, wait till you see this loop calendar.
Unbelievable.
It is. Oh,
She
man,
looks
it's
amazing.
Yeah. Peter Bowen, our general manager directing it, he's a horn dog. It's incredible.
You can actually see
very
him,
meticulous.
You
with
can see him in the background on March looking through the window.
You can actually see his shadow with one hand going crazy. Another hand has the camera. You can see the shadow.
I swear to God, man, I was pleasuring myself to the April Rose calendar, man. I saw a third hand on April, man. The month April, that is. That's some guy pleasuring himself to the calendar.
She thought there was a flash going. She thought there was a strobe light going. It was his hand. JP, yes.
All right, is it coconut?
It's coconut.